when the Demon King Fang Ping detonated energy everywhere in the cave, caused the Willow Demon to chase and kill frantically. The city of Giant Willow was almost destroyed. Southern Xinjiang caves. Fang Ping scurried around. The small alleys of the tea temple and the hawker stalls were all hidden by him. Energy stones, etc. After burying more than a dozen energy stones, Fang Ping walked on the streets of Juliu City. Now it's time to detonate it with mental power. Just listen to the booming sound constantly ringing. The emperor cried, and everyone was dumbfounded. Is this the vein of life exploding? Fang Pingxin said. And that's just the beginning. Taking advantage of the continuous explosions in Giant Willow City, Fang Ping ran all the way. Caves. The warrior has already snatched it wantonly because of the appearance of the energy stone. The city was in complete chaos. Fang Ping kicked open a manhole cover. Then jump into the underpass. It's time to get to the real destination. According to the underground veins of Lucheng, Fang Ping originally planned to use energy stones to fill the storage space and leave. After all, this place is not suitable for long. It's messy, though. But the Willow Dryad was soon able to detect his location. And yet, in the next second, a cave warrior suddenly spotted his tracks. Fang Ping could only use his spiritual power to detonate an energy stone. Killed the Weeping Dancer. Just when Fang Ping was relieved after finishing the enemy, suddenly, the underground veins exploded with a bang. Seeing this, Fang Ping could only keep dodging. He really didn't want to blow up the mine. Fang Ping fled. While analyzing the reasons, it seems that the explosion just now caused a chain reaction. Directly ignite the surrounding areas with high energy concentration. That's when it happened. A huge root pierced Fang Ping. Fang Ping sensed the danger. Hurriedly dodged sideways. This root, straight into the tunnel. Immediately after that, the roots continued to attack underground. Fang Ping's Willow Tree Demon had completely disregarded the safety of Giant Willow City. The whole city is about to collapse. A moment later, Fang Ping finally ran to the exit. However, he was greeted by 3 7-rank warriors with weapons in their hands. Fang Ping jumped out of the hole with all his feet, and then under the hunt of the basement dancers, asked Li Chongqing for help. Old man Li, where are you? I've been targeted. It's hard to hide. In 30 seconds at most, I'm going to be overtaken. I saw a golden light falling from the sky and crying on the ground. Under the nose of the dancer, Old Man Li grabbed Fang Ping's arm. Flee from the sky. On the way to escape, Old Man Li and Fang Ping met Wang Jinyang, who was being hunted down. 3. Boy. This time, I successfully collected 28 products, 5 digits, and 7 grades. The ranks of this enemy are getting bigger and bigger. The next moment, Old Man Li turned into a flying machine. Fang Ping sat on his back. Wang Jinyang and the 3 of them grabbed a position one by one, successfully evaded the cave dancer. Qin Fengqing looked convenient. We robbed a couple of towns, was also chased and killed by several Lupin. How do you provoke all 7-grade and 8-grade martial artists? It's convenient for you to do something. Due to the supernuclear load, Old Man Li gasped heavily. Fang Ping bought something to drink. Increased the speed a bit. Fang Ping shook his head and was gone. Old Man Li scolded. You're about to collapse people's cities. Didn't you grab the essence of life? Bang Ping replied angrily. What a robbery. I just went in and accidentally blew him up. Energy mine. The big willow tree went mad and chased after it. I don't want to mention it. Li Hansong exclaimed. Is there really a big mine? Fang Ping nodded. A royal city, really? It's a mine. Energy stones. Everywhere is the core. There's also the energy waterfall. That purity can be thrown into a pig into 9 grades. Old Man Li sighed. Don't think about it. A couple of little bastards. Think about how we're going to run. Meanwhile, the pursuers behind him were getting closer. Seeing that Old Man Li couldn't outrun the other party, Fang Ping. The flesh hurt and stained a small drop of crystal clear life essence on his hand. Then put it in Old Man Li's mouth. Eat a little, run hard. Just listen to the boom. Old Man Li, who swallowed the essence of life, turned into a golden cannonball. He shook his pursuers back at once. Then he distanced himself from them at great speed. Qin Feng Qing exclaimed, "It's so fast." Fang Ping waved his hand behind him. "Goodbye, my dear enemies. There is no way to go to Lucheng for the time being." If he knew that Fang Ping should have made the movement a little smaller. So many energy stones couldn't be taken away. What a loss. Basement access entrance. Old Man Li put Fang Ping and the four of them on the ground. This is human territory. It's completely safe at this point. Fang Ping opens the data panel. The value of wealth has finally changed. This means that the people in the basement give up the hunt. But how can it be so little? It only rose by 10 billion. I was tired and risked being chased and killed by Jiupin. The result is a little reward. That's when it happened. Wu Chuan ran over. "Immortal, you are alive. The students are alive too. That's great." When I saw the Old Man Li with a golden light all over his body, almost shocked Wu Chuan's jaw. "What's the matter with your golden body?" "It is a breakthrough of 8 products." Fang Ping smiled. Old Man Li has not yet reached the 8th grade. However, the golden body was cast in advance. In addition, the mental strength of the injury has also recovered. On that day, Mr. Li slashed a sword. The flesh is broken. The mental power is almost wiped out. Later, I saw that the teacher was not doing well. Take him to the fountain of life under the royal city to take a bath. And then there will be no problem. As soon as this statement came out, Wu Chuan was silent instantly. Fang Ping continued to recognize his achievements. Teacher Li recovered that it was a private matter of Demon Wu. But this time, I have made a great contribution to pacifying the caves in southern Xinjiang. I killed tens of thousands of cave warriors, blew up most of Julia's city. They also dug up their underground veins. Even that big willow tree was almost blown up by me. I heard Fang Ping blowing loudly. Wu Chuan groaned slightly. So to speak, according to Lucheng, he may not be able to attack for a while. Fang Ping, you guys go back first. You stay here. It is easy to arouse hostile emotions of the other party. As soon as I heard this, Fang Ping was a little unhappy. This is going back. Wu Chuan nodded. Can't really provoke the emperor to cry to the point of fighting for his life. It's really going to destroy the giant willow city. Southern Xinjiang caves. The other cities will inevitably fight back. Humans need time. We need to be stronger too. Looked at Fang Ping and the four of them. Wu Chuan's face was heavy. The future of humanity lies in these young people. I hope you will grow up soon. The next moment, Fang Ping, who was looking at the data panel, was overjoyed. The wealth value has finally accumulated to 10 billion. The system is about to be upgraded again. How can the basement be uneven? Fang Ping couldn't think too much about his relationship with Chen Yushi because of this. The entrance of the basement passage in southern Xinjiang. Fang Ping clicked the button of the system upgrade with anticipation. Results: after the system upgrade is completed, tens of billions of upgrades did not appear a single desired function. But there are 2 differences in the system. The word conversion is added after the wealth value. There is also storage space. There is an extra plus sign at the end. The plus sign refers to the ability to increase the size of the space with wealth value. This is easy to understand. But what is this conversion? All kinds of thoughts rose in Fang Ping's heart at this moment. For example, in the heart of the silent conversion. It didn't happen. Say it out of your mouth. Again, there is no response. This made Fang Ping almost scold his mother. Do you have to say what it will be? But how do I know what the wealth can be converted into? Ponder for a moment. Fang Ping suddenly thought of something. Could it be the power of heaven and earth? After the unity of essence and blood, It is the power of heaven and earth. I had this in mind. Fang Ping began to meditate silently. The next moment, several figures descended in an instant like phantoms. Wu Chuan looked at Fang Ping. Fang Ping, what are you doing? Fang Ping's face was indifferent. What's wrong with you two? So nervous. Seeing Wu Chuan staring at the energy ball in his hand, Fang Ping chuckled. Try the effect of combining blood and blood. Last time I used a bridge of heaven and earth to compress it. Discover that you can unite your energies through the bridge between heaven and earth. I didn't expect to try it just now. It's simple. Old Man Li reprimanded. The power of heaven and earth is a power that can only be used after high grades. You don't have enough strength. Rashly condense the power of heaven and earth. It's too dangerous. Fang Ping sighed. Then he casually threw the energy ball in his hand. Just listen to the boom. A huge crater was blown out of the ground. Fang Ping looked dazed. It's so powerful. It can be spent quickly. I don't feel very useful. Wu Chuan exclaimed. You can really get out. Fang Ping nodded. Isn't that right? Condensed energy. Of course I can play it. Wu Chuan frowned slightly. It's not wrong. Generally, it is difficult for a 7-rank martial artist to be completely released. Guess how Wu Ping did it? Fang Ping coughed dryly. I cut off my mental power directly, and the power of blood and qi condensed. So it went out. As soon as I heard this, Wu Chuan couldn't help but scold. You are a non-7th rank martial artist who has self-destructed mental power. It's not about looking for death. What is it? Fang Ping spread his hands. Nothing. I often blow myself up with this remark of mental power. Directly made Wu Chuan and Old Man Li autistic. 1A. The next moment, Wu Chuan began to analyze. It can cut mental power. It also recovers quickly. Old Li Fang Ping. Is he condensed the nucleus? Old Man Li explained to Fang Ping. The brain nucleus is a kind of brain core body condensed by dancers above the 7th fret. It's the same concept as a star core. Watch them discuss. Fang Ping smiled. Both of them have explained my system to the rest of their minds. Followed by. Fang Ping Lu suddenly realized. It turns out that the mutation of the brain is more than the brain nucleus. Is this thing any good? Wu Chuan glared at Fang Ping angrily. It's more useful for us that you're alive. Wait until the portal is secured. You just go back to demon martial arts cultivation for me. Fang Ping prayed. Can't you let me get some more resources? You can also accumulate practical experience. Wu Chuan roared and went back. December 25th. On the 5th day, when Fang Ping and the others entered the basement, the passage is finally secure. Outside the Nanjiang Channel, the crowd was worried. Luo Yichuan has received the news. Li Changxing died in battle. Lu Poyu was seriously injured. Fang Ping is missing. Mo is in trouble this time. Whisper. Will Fang Ping come out? Lu Mingyao on the side comforted softly. It's going to be fine. That's when it happened. A loud shout spread all around. Hear this familiar voice. Many people breathed a sigh of relief. It was Fang Ping's voice. He's alive. I saw Fang Ping holding a flat knife. Shout. The good news channel has been laid. This battle was killed by one person. 7 products and 4 people. There are 10,000 middle and low-grade martial artists. Destroy the city and destroy the battle. Countless bombed his caves. Wang Chung cried. The 9-pin turtle shrank in the city and did not dare to come out again. We won. When Fang Ping's voice spread all around, there was silence for a moment. And then in an instant, there was a cheer all around. Winning is guarded, and humanity will win. When Li Changxing was seen appearing, the crowd was at a loss. Fang Ping continued to shout. This battle Demon Martial Arts Academy, Vice President Li, / the 8 products. Break through to the 8-rank realm. I am a human being, and I am a joy in the country of Grandmaster Xingyi. Joy for humanity. Li Changxing's whole body flashed with golden light. Fly. Fight for humanity. Fight for the country. Accompanied by the voice of the Grandmaster. Tang Xing and the others were almost stunned. Didn't you say that Lao Lijian died? Why is it suddenly 8 flats? This surprise is a little too big. Chen Yushi walked to Fang Ping's side. Fang Ping, are you okay? Fang Ping coughed lightly. What can I do? This time in the caves, I almost blew up the 9-rank powerhouse. Dozens of 7th and 8th rank martial artists chased and killed me. I'm all safe and sound. If it weren't for the situation, this time I can dig up tens of thousands of caddies of energy stone and come back. It's a pity that he was chased and killed by 2 Jiupin at that time. It's not good to bring much. I brought this little stuff back this time. Tang Xing looked at Fang Ping with a look of relief. I didn't expect you to go through so much this time. Fang Ping waved his hand. Actually, it's nothing. Let's talk about it. The strength is still a little weaker. Otherwise, I will kill Jiupin directly. Let's be honest. I've always wanted to slaughter that willow tree. Bring it back directly. It's a pity that I'm only 5 grades. As soon as this statement came out, everyone was shocked. Fang Ping actually has 5 products. He hasn't been around for long. This unintentional sentence deeply hurt everyone's hearts. Tang Feng and Luo Yichuan both felt a little suffocated in their hearts. Don't really want to catch up with us, this kid. You're all 5. I'm only a 3-grade high-end Fang Ping, with his back to everyone. Of course, I will try my best to help you when I come back this time. Together, we will improve our strength. In addition, this time, I mastered the fusion method of the power of heaven and earth in the cave. It can be mastered skillfully. Maybe the demon martial arts will build the heaven and earth power cultivation room. This paragraph shocked Tang Feng. I want to build a cultivation room that is enough for people to cultivate. At least 2 grandmasters need to rotate. Provide you with a 5-pin. Can it really be done? Fang Ping only replied with 4 words. Stay tuned. The next moment, Fang Ping looked at everyone. Come back this time. There are a lot of things I need to do. A major overhaul of the demonic arsenal is needed. So, I hope you will support me in doing it. Wait for me to enter the 6th grade. Enter the 7 pins. I will definitely lead the demon warrior further. Walk more steadily and better. Tang Feng gave a thumbs up. Good for monsters. I'll support it. Qin Fengqing muttered. There? You trying to seize power. Although Qin Fengqing's voice was very small, but Fang Ping still heard it. He glanced at Qin Fengqing. Are you idle again? I'm going to have to give you a new job. Qin Fengqing pretended to be calm. There is money to see the difficulty. If you don't have money, you don't have to talk about it. Look at the departing crowd. Fang Ping sighed lightly. There is no tomorrow for our generation of dancers, especially people like me. No one can say which basement they will die in one day. The basement is uneven, scared, precarious. Instead of scaring day and night after I entered the cave, it's better to break those thoughts as soon as possible. Yinshi, although you have a grandmaster grandfather, but your grandfather can't protect you for the rest of your life. Before there is no self-preservation. We don't have to think about that. Chen Yushi looked up at Fang Ping. He's not depressed either. I know. I'll try my best. Strive to be worthy of you. As soon as I heard this, Fang Ping's face instantly collapsed. It's okay for girls to be reserved. In this era, cultivation is strong. Your first thing to do. Everything else is trifle. Then a big smile appeared on his face. What you have injected into me is the essence of life, right? Thank you. Then I'll practice hard in the future. Strive to become stronger. I can accompany you to the basement. Fang Ping's face darkened. Correction is the essence of energy. Don't mess around with nouns. I rested. Chen Yushi nodded slightly. Then you have a good rest. I walked first for a while. Lu Fengru rushed straight to the camp tent in southern Xinjiang. Along the way, many passersby were knocked down. There was a wail. The next moment, Lu Fengru went directly into the camp tent. Fang Ping, you will die for me. Seeing his teacher, Fang Ping was a little surprised. Teacher, why are you here? You don't have to worry about me. I'm fine. Lu Fengru glanced at Fang Ping. Is the old lady worried about you? He himself had just come out of the demon capital cave. Fang Ping entered the cave. That's what she knew. This kid is really self-inflicted. Ignored Fang Ping. Lu Fengru looked at Zhang Dingnan, whose face was pale. Zhang Dingnan, you're not dead. It doesn't matter if the injury is. Zhang Dingnan chuckled. It might be nice to take a break from life. Seeing this, Fang Ping's face was full of suspicion. When will Lao Lu care about people? Could it be that these two really have a leg? That's big news. Wait until the greetings are over. Lu Fengru opened her mouth to talk about poetry. Zhang Dingnan smiled. Well, you're here, sit down and listen. After Lu Fengru sat down, Zhang Dingnan continued the topic just now. The economy of southern Xinjiang is not strong. The martial arts cultivation environment is average. Now the southern Xinjiang cave is open. If it has always been like this, southern Xinjiang is in danger. Fang Ping and Nan Wu had talked about cooperation before. This time, I mean, it's okay to cooperate. But it's not just for the South Five. Fang Ping nodded the meaning of the governor. I understand that you want Mo to open a special recruitment class. Absorb some Nambu students. After all, the teaching environment of demon martial arts is good. There are also complete cultivation places. However, these facilities are no longer enough for our demon martial arts teachers and students. Zhang Dingnan looked at everyone. Everyone opened the skylight and said something bright. What conditions does the monster have to raise Fang Ping and raise 3 fingers? Then I'll get straight to the point. First, each class enrolls no more than 300 students per year, and not less than the 2nd grade. The second magic martial arts facility is open to the dancers of southern Xinjiang. However, all expenses are at your own expense. Thirdly, all fees are not charged in cash. Payment is made in herbs or energy stones, an elixir weapon ordered on the official website of Demon Martial Arts. It is also settled with various raw materials. Listen to these conditions. Wang Jinyang stood up and argued. Fang Ping is a native of southern Xinjiang. Now southern Xinjiang is in turmoil. You're a bit of a stumbling block. Fang Ping shook his head. President Wang. You're wrong. I'm sending charcoal in the snow. Demon martial arts are not our Ping's words. Everything I'm doing as a student of demonic martial arts is happening at the moment. Strive for the interests of southern Xinjiang. It's already biased. The governor should know what I'm talking about. In fact, there is no intention to embarrass southern Xinjiang. Zhang Dingnan tapped lightly on the table. In fact, the pill company and the weapons company. They also have corresponding training institutions and cultivation facilities. Fang Ping chuckled. These large companies are not professional training units. The dancers of southern Xinjiang are really going to their side. I don't know what I'm taught. And several large companies are in a monopoly position. The conditions offered will only be harsher than ours. What's more, everything is temporary at the moment. I'm sure it won't be long. Because of the existence of the basement, dancers in southern Xinjiang will enter a period of rapid growth. But once southern Xinjiang now relies on a few major companies. Since then, we have to rely on the warriors of southern Xinjiang. Since then, they have become part-time workers in several major companies. At the beginning, with limited resources, it is indeed meritorious to concentrate resources on unified production and supply to several major companies in the country. Now there are as many as 23 basement entrances. Several major companies are still in a monopoly position. They are no longer simply for the sake of martial arts. Train a first-class dancer. The minimum is also starting from 1 million. Even higher. The price of pills remains high. How many civilian families can afford it? In fact, it should not continue to be monopolized. It's about reducing the cost of training dancers. In this way, more dancers and strong players can emerge. Zhang Dingnan took a deep breath. I can promise what you say, but you also have to think about it. And so it goes. Demon Wu has also become the target of public criticism. Fang Ping didn't care. I want to be strong in myself. There are definitely taboos on some vested interests. Mo is not afraid of anything. Whenever they want to suppress us. For example, reducing the supply to us. The magic dance is ready to deal with it. Zhang Dingnan looked at Fang Ping. What about yourself? Fang Ping smiled. I'm not that easy to solve. And our level is actually nothing. Even if it's solved, I'm going to have a lot of people coming out. It's not my personal business. It's a matter for the entire martial arts world. Tang Xing echoed a magic dance. Cultivating dancers. It is hoped that a large number of civilian dancers will emerge. Reform is imperative. Lu Fengru then spoke. This is a matter of the demon warriors. It's not a personal matter. Who dares to do it? Don't blame us for not caring about the big picture. Zhang Dingnan shook hands with Fang Ping when he heard this. Mo has this heart. It's a good thing for the martial arts world. Then I don't have a problem with that. We work well together. The rain falls. He admonished again. Fang Ping, I'll remind you personally. Several major companies are also not vegetarians. You still have to be careful. As soon as I heard this, a cold glint flashed in Fang Ping's eyes. You can rest assured. If they dare to come, I have 100 ways to get them to go back crying. There are always some thorns and obstacles on the way forward. In order to be able to put the scourge that is out of step with the times and only thinks about self-interest. Culling. Reform is imperative. Outside the camp tent in southern Xinjiang, Lu Fengru frowned and looked at Fang Ping. You're really thinking of yourself as a principal. These things should be done by others. What should you be? Fang Ping smiled. Magic dance is my family's development depends on everyone. Lu Fengru turned her back to Fang Ping. You think about it yourself too much. Don't blame me for not reminding you. Fang Ping scratched his head. Honestly, rest assured. What the hell are you looking for me? Lu Fengru looked back at Fang Ping's life essence and saw if it was gone. Give me 180 pounds. Fang Ping was momentarily stunned when he heard this. You should be boiled water. Lu Fengru's eyes were a little unkind. Less nonsense. I spent money to buy shares that don't need to be exchanged for Daniao Company. Fang Ping asked with a bitter face. Teacher, you don't think you need to break through so much? Lu Fengru shook her head. I don't know how to try it. How many do you have? Fang Ping said a number. Less than 10 grams. As soon as this statement came out, Lu Fengru stared at Fang Ping in a daze. Seeing this, Fang Ping could only change his words with a painful face. 50 grams. Okay. I'll be honest. 100 grams is really that's that. Lu Fengru thought for a moment. Let's go back to the demon martial arts and try it in the energy room. If not enough, you go ahead and add a listen. Fang Ping almost spurted out a mouthful of old blood when he said this. You still haven't believed it. I don't really have much. It's only 200 grams to die. Demon martial energy is Lu Fengru before sitting on the ground. Every time the blood is united, there will be instability. This time, he used Fang Ping's life essence to help forcibly stabilize it. If so, we can't break through. I was really desperate. Energy outdoor. Wu Quishan looked at Fang Ping. Fang Ping is bothering you this time. Wait for Feng Ro to forcibly unite the essence and blood. You just pour the life essence into it. Fang Ping looked at Lu Fengru inside. Mr. Lu, please give me some strength. There are so many life essences. If you've taken a long time, I can't afford that. Wu Quishan sighed lightly. What he lacked was not energy. It's that I can't get over the hurdle in my heart. Fang Ping's heart was depressed. Can you stop my life essence? The next moment, A circle of light flashed from Lu Fengru's body. Lu Fengru began to forcibly fuse the bridge of heaven and earth. Immediately after that, a large amount of qi and blood power took the lead in entering the bridge of heaven and earth. Stained the crystalline aperture red. Red dazzle. Extremely beautiful. Dazzling as a blood jade bracelet. However, problems soon arose. Lu Fengru's spiritual power and the power of qi and blood are distinct. There is no sign of convergence at all. Wu Kuishin snorted. The bridge between heaven and earth and spiritual power were not entangled with each other at all. Still, there is no intention of blending. Fang Ping quickly poured more. Fang Ping poured life essence into the hourglass device. While praying it was 100 grams. It's going to be a success. Otherwise, so much life essence will be wasted. Lu Fengru was sweating profusely at the moment. The dazzling bridge between heaven and earth has begun to show signs of cracking. My mental power and the power of my blood and qi. It is absolutely powerful to the extreme in the 6 products. But why can't it be fused? I'm not reconciled. Seeing that Lu Fengru in the cultivation room was a little crazy. Wu Kuishin's face changed greatly. Don't mess around. Your bridge between heaven and earth is about to crumble. Fang Ping tapped on the glass. Teacher, don't worry. Chen Yushi said that he wanted to recognize you as a godmother. Wu Kuishin scolded angrily. Don't mess around. Fang Ping explained gloomily. I'm here to give the teacher some stimulation. Teacher, I have all 5 grades. Jioping is only a matter of the past 2 years. Sooner or later, I will help you slaughter the Heavenly Gate City Lord. My cultivation speed, don't you know yet? If you're not feeling well, I'll sit for you then. The principal was beaten. As soon as I heard this, the corners of Wu Kuishin's eyes twitched. Lu Fengru roared. Is there any life essence left? Pour more at once. Wait until all the life essence is poured. Fang Ping smiled bitterly. Why don't the principal and I give you the power of heaven and earth? Wu Kuishin stopped Fang Ping. Don't move yet. The power of heaven and earth is very domineering. He forcibly absorbed the bridge that easily shattered the heavens and the earth. Fang Ping gritted his teeth hard and shattered. Pull down the big deal and fall to the 3-rank mirror. The teacher has been stuck here. The more so, the more extreme. Seeing Wu Kuishin, Fang Ping was still hesitant. Some dissatisfaction, indecision. You don't come. I'm coming alone. With the power of heaven and earth entering the funnel wall. Tremble slightly for a moment. Immediately afterwards, a domineering force suddenly appeared in the room. Drained the remaining life essences around. Fang Ping reminded the teacher loudly. Then you're sucking. I smashed so much of my life essence into it. If you don't break through, I'm at a loss. Lu Fengru shouted angrily and shut up. Wu Kuishin's voice trembled a little at this time. Feng Ro, I will definitely kill the duo of the city lord of Tianmen City and leave. It's not your fault. I'm the one to blame. Lu Fengru shouted angrily again. You shut up too. Seeing this, Fang Ping continued to speak. Leave him alone, teacher. My heaven and earth essence is worth a lot of money. I got to the I Ching, and I've gone into 5 billion. Who spends 5 billion and doesn't break through? Lu Fengru. At this time, the anger was about to collapse. Did these 2 bastards deliberately get mad at her? In the next second, Lu Fengru didn't care about it. He continued to forcibly absorb the power of heaven and earth. After experiencing the bridge between heaven and earth shattering for a little while, Lu Fengru finally successfully fused the power of spirit and the power of qi and blood. See this scene? Wu Kuishin was worried. Fang Ping smiled with relief. It's not in vain. I just don't know how many shares the teacher has in the pill company. That's when it happened. A schoolgirl walked over. President Fang, there are 2 people looking for you. Said to be from the basement intelligence department. I'm here to find out what's going on inside the South 9 prison. Fang Ping smiled when he heard this. It's coming so soon. Mo off-campus cafe. Minister Shweba opened his mouth to ask. Fang Ping, you said you infiltrated Giant Willow City, hidden from everyone, including the invitation of Jupin. If it's convenient, can you cast your secret trick of contact? Fang Ping knew it in his heart. The face drama will definitely be noticed. Never mind. Sooner or later, you have to pass this level. Moaned slightly. The square plane is tangled. Well, this one. The price I paid was not small. Shweba chuckled. If there's something wrong, it can be terminated in a timely manner. I can't shirk it. Fang Ping began to pour a large amount of spiritual power and chi and blood power into the bridge of heaven and earth. Immediately after that, a large amount of heaven and earth power emerged. Fang Ping gritted his teeth and suddenly smashed the power of heaven and earth into his body. Blood spilled from the mouth. Then a large amount of spiritual power emerged, began to pour into the body. Then the power of the bone marrow in the body emerges, and so on and so forth. Fang Ping opened the energy barrier. The breath is really gone. This operation stunned Shweba and the internet addict. That's how Fang Ping approached. He turned out to put mental power, the power of blood and energy, the power of heaven and earth, and the power of bone marrow are fused in various ways. The next moment, Shweba began to play officially. Fang Ping's method of practice is very important. It could affect the entire human race. We hope that you will cooperate with us to go to Kyoto to do a detailed investigation. Fang Ping was surprised. I'm willing to cooperate, but Mordor can't do it. Could it be that Mordor's research institute is too low-level? I can go to the magic capital, reported by the government and the Ministry of War. I guess that's fine. Otherwise, I'm going to cut my head open and show both of you if there's anything out of the ordinary. Maybe something can be discovered. Internet addiction slammed the table hard. Fang Ping, this is not a joke. Fang Ping chuckled. Certainly not a joke. Shweba took a deep breath. Fang Ping didn't want to go to Kyoto to do a cooperative investigation. Fang Ping shrugged. Isn't the magic capital the territory of Huagua? Shweba pointed at Fang Ping. What are you worried about? Fang Ping spread his hands. I'm not worried about anything, but I'm a very good person. Now I'm changing something again. I was afraid that I would not be able to live if I went to Kyoto. It's right to come back. Really fake. It's not like you're going to Kyoto and killing me again. As soon as this statement came out, Shweba clenched his fists hard. Wang Ying's face was indignant. Fang Ping, you're threatening us. Fang Ping smiled faintly. But find somebody. You're only 5. I'll kill you with one hand. Believe it or not. Speaking of which, Fang Ping leaned comfortably on the sofa. Don't put up a fight with me. Don't come to this set either. I have already consulted Wu Jinshou and Zhao, Alliance Leader. These 2-9 rank great masters. It is said that you can do a compatibility check in the magic capital. I really thought I didn't understand the strong man of 789 products at all. I've seen a lot. You have to go to Kyoto. I have reason to suspect that you are a spy of the cult. Shweba said in a deep voice. Be cautious and don't talk nonsense. Moaned slightly. Shweba finally gave up. You can go to the magic capital to check. This time, thank you Fang for cooperating with us and not bothering us. Under the gaze of internet addiction with an angry face, Fang Ping smiled. Thank you very much. Minister Shwe walked slowly, looked at the backs of Shweba and Wang Ying leaving. Fang Ping sighed. Our demon martial arts intelligence network is strong. Someone has just set off on the front foot. I found out even the human body on my hind feet. I just looked at the dog that was about to be picked up, sitting in the back and doing nothing, relying on my sister and brother-in-law's 5 products. Lao Tzu who went to the battlefield to kill the enemy, was only 5 grades. It's unfair. Reform is imperative. First of all, let's start with the demon martial arts. The demon martial arts Great Hall, a few days later. 5 Fang Ping. For the first time, a school-wide mentor meeting was held in my own name. In the evening, all the thousands of tutors in the 2 departments of literature and martial arts in the school arrived. For so many years, except for the old headmaster back then, after being appointed as the principal in a critical situation, done something like this. Fang Ping is the first place, convening a school-wide tutor meeting as a mid-grade quiet dancer. At this moment, Fang Ping is only a sophomore student. The mentors held a general meeting of all mentors this time. I have a couple of things I would like to announce. First, Principal Wu's 9 products are imminent. Recently, I need to focus on cultivation. Vice Dean Lee of the 2nd Ordnance Academy broke through to the 8th grade. Raise the power of my demons. I have added another Grandmaster powerhouse to my demon martial arts. Third, the big and small things of the school. Next, the school committee and the martial arts club will jointly discuss and make a decision. As soon as this statement came out, many people in the audience couldn't help but mess around. The Fang Ping School Committee and the Martial Arts Society co-govern. I think you're going to be above the headmaster. Almost. What qualifications did Fang Ping have to take over the demon martial arts? Is it just because he is the president of the Martial Arts Society? Just because he is a talented dancer? This is not acceptable to everyone. Fang Ping ignored the noise. The school council and the Budokai made some decisions. Let me report back to you again. From next month, the benefits of all mentors of demon martial arts will be increased by 36%. The quality of the environment mentor can be expected to build the power of heaven and earth every year. There are 60 hours of cultivation time in the training room. In the future, both the energy stone and the chi and blood pool will have a certain amount of free cultivation time. As soon as I heard this, the instructors in the audience talked a lot. 30% increase in benefits. We haven't improved our treatment for many years. If you really have the power of heaven and earth to cultivate, we may really be able to break through to the 7th grade. How much does it cost? Could it be that Fang Ping came out alone? A mentor pointed at Fang Ping. Then you will be counted as a school leader or a student in the future. Fang Ping smiled. Students, of course. Shouldn't students contribute to the school? Another tutor asked, crying on the ground, disability or death. Will there be any change in the pension system? Fang Ping said solemnly. I hope that the disability rate will decrease further in the future. But the school will never save money in this area. Wu Quishan, who had never been born, spoke lightly. I heard that you are planning to open a network sharing system with each school. Here's how. Fang Ping chuckled. The difficulty of obtaining credits is uniform for each school. Unity of value. Of course, students from other schools want to exchange for magic resources twice as much as our school. Hu Quishan looked at Fang Ping. But weapons. Several companies aren't going to rest on their laurels. You'll get a lot of unnecessary opponents for your martial arts. Fang Ping sneered. The strength of Wuhan University is not afraid of these companies. It really came to a necessary point. I will step up and take responsibility. Of course, it's a big deal to go into the cave and hide in the ground. Fang Ping wouldn't have said it. A moment later, Huang Jing stood up. Rest assured, the principal and I will always keep an eye on the demon martial arts to get better and better. Old man Li yawned. It's all trivial. Hurry up and get the power of heaven and earth out when you cultivate. Lu Fengru held her chin with her hand. I don't care who runs the school, as long as Buick deducts our benefits. Tang Feng nodded slightly. As long as the trainees are getting stronger and stronger. The casualty rate is getting lower and lower. I'm okay with that. Followed by. The deans of each college and the 6th grade tutors spoke one after another. I hope that the school will treat everyone equally. We will no longer discriminate against our faculty of letters. This is also the only requirement for manufacturing colleges. I hope to add some tutor slots soon. We are under a lot of pressure when it comes to teaching at the moment. Fang Ping promised one by one. Smiling. Good, good. Teachers are also asked to supervise the students. It's still young after all. There are some things that are not well thought out. That's when it happened. Fang Ping suddenly knelt on the ground. Wu Quishan looked at him coldly. Kid school you can manage. But you remember, in the event of any change in the school, you need to take responsibility for everything. Fang Ping grinned. Please rest assured, Principal. Fang Ping understood in his heart. Don't let Lao Wu vent his anger anymore. He had to go crazy. But today you weighed me down. Tomorrow I'll hit you with a blue nose and swollen face. After today, Moa changed his surname to Fang. Tang Feng lifted Fang Ping's clothes. Before Fang Ping, you asked for the Emperor's crying book translated by the military department. Part of it has been translated. You check it. Took the document from Tang Feng's hand. Fang Ping's eyes were full of excitement. That's great. Finally got the first-hand information of the basement. The passage between the earth and the basement appears to open without gestation. Now the situation in the global human camp is becoming more and more tense. The days of peace are numbered. Fang Ping of the Demon Martial Arts Club looked at the translation materials in his hand. This is a book that resembles a historical record. A lot of places are intermittent. I don't know if it really can't be translated. Or was it deliberately erased? To Fang Ping's surprise, the Emperor cries that there is a Demon Emperor calendar. And who are the two kings mentioned in it? Tang Feng shook his head slightly. I don't know, that there is only so much information given by the military department. They are definitely hiding information. That's when it happened. What Tang Feng discovered. I've got a hell of an introduction here. The Demon Capital Cave is not actually the Demon Capital Cave. The other party called himself Nanchiyu. Fang Ping pointed to the information. The people of the southern frontier basement of the southern 7 regions call themselves Nanjiu. I have described the cities of the caves. Tianmen City is actually called Demon Kue City. Their guardian demon is a sunflower. You can come into contact with sunflower seeds that nourish spiritual power. I read the book for a while. Fang Ping asked Tang Feng, Mr. Tang, how long will it be before you break through to the Grandmaster realm? Tang Feng thought for a moment. If it goes well, a year or so. If the mental power is stuck at the huge stage. That's hard to say. Fang Ping heard this. Thoughtfully. With 1,000 cranes of spiritual power, a big lion can be gathered. Now more than 600 cranes. Sure enough, spiritual power is the biggest difficulty in becoming a Grandmaster. I really have to go to Demon Kue City. Get some sunflower seeds. Come to think of it, Fang Ping sighed. I also have to concentrate on my own cultivation. Speaking of which, it is still strength that speaks. There is no strength. Everything is empty. At night, the seaside square system in the southern area of the magic dance has increased by 60 cores. Mental power. The current kicker limit has been reached. He looked at the data panel, and it was close to 800 Hz. It doesn't seem to be too far away from the county. I'm not going to be closed yet. The gate of Sanjiao has reached the giant line of spiritual power. Skull-quenching words. Will the maximum amount of mental power be increased? Last time I listened to the ossicles quenched to 90%. The consumption is 6 million. Wealth is not expensive. No matter. Even if it increases tenfold more. It's just less than 1.4 billion. What Lao Tzu has now is money. Just do it. Fang Ping no longer hesitated. He gritted his teeth hard. Begin the tempering. Little by little, time passed. The back of Fang Ping's head began to have a faint flash of golden light at this moment. Other bones are also changing. That's when it happened. Old Man Li fell from the sky. Fang Ping, what are you doing? When he saw Fang Ping glowing with golden light, Old Man Li was about to drop his jaw in shock. This kid is refining his skull. Put it this way. The bones of his whole body had been tempered. Mental power is released. It can also achieve the unity of essence and blood. Transform into the power of heaven and earth. In the end, I am a quasi-ape-pin. Or is he it? Why do you think he's more like me than I am? Fang Ping felt that his qi and blood were surging to the extreme at this time. You can even hear the sound of bone marrow surging around. The outer layer of the skeleton is shedding gray material. Just listen to the click. The muscles and bones of the left arm are forged. The next moment, Fang Ping snorted violently. A punch slammed into the ground. He heard the loud bong. A deep crater appeared within a radius of 10 meters. Seeing that Fang Ping was going to continue, Old Man Li hurriedly stopped him. Stop it. Your physical body is not enough for you to complete the complete ossification. Fang Ping asked, didn't Li Taitu also refine his skull? Old Man Li quickly explained. He's not like you. He's not skeletal. It's just that the tempering has not changed the bones. At this moment, Fang Ping was a little unwilling. I finished refining the 8 bones of my skull. 8 facial bones. There are only 7 bones left. Old Man Li scolded. Is there a difference between 1 day earlier and 1 day later? You have the ability. The next moment is available at any time. View the system panel at a flat level. Previously, the limit of qi and blood was 3,999 calories. Now, 20 skulls have been refined. The maximum amount of qi and blood has been increased by 600 calories. The mental power also exceeded 800 hertz. This time, though, the consumption is huge. But the harvest is also quite rich. Old Man Li reminded. You be careful. After the ability skyrockets, it is often impossible to adapt all at once. Fang Ping, who had difficulty controlling his strength, smiled and showed 8 teeth. I'm fine. It's just that I'm kissing people now. I'm afraid I can break someone's teeth all at once. Lao Li, are we destined not to marry a daughter-in-law? Old Man Li was slightly stunned when he heard this. Why do you want to hit someone with your teeth? Little young. Is it all like that now? Fang Ping bared his teeth and smiled. I feel like I can bite it in one bite now. Eugene, absolutely. As soon as I heard this, Old Man Li felt a little tired. Aren't you supposed to be concerned about the ossification of bones and muscles at this time? Fang Ping continued to talk to himself. My head is hard now. I think I can kill a 5 rank with 1 head. Just when Old Man Li was completely speechless by Fang Ping, a few figures quickly fell to the ground. Old Li, what are you practicing here at night? However, when he saw Fang Ping's golden light flashing all over his body, Lu Fengru let out a low snort. Put it away. Fang Ping looked innocent. I can't help it. Lu Fengru took a deep breath. What the hell is going on? Fang Ping opened his mouth to explain. Isn't it possible for me to transform the power of heaven and earth? Try to temper your skull today. And then it was tempered a lot. Lu Fengru looked at Fang Ping with a dangerous look in his eyes. Do you take me for an idiot? Wu Quishan thought for a moment. I now suspect that Fang Ping is an 8-rank golden body powerhouse. The presence of post-mortem resuscitation. Huang Jing swallowed. It is very likely that it will take for Bapin to recover. He was a strong man of what era? Will the resurrection of the ancient powerhouse carry with the original memory? Is there anyone else who is strong like this? Old Man Li looked at Fang Ping. Fang Ping, do you remember the past? Fang Ping held his chin with his hand. I remember. In our time, 9 products are as many as dogs. Walk all over again. We also created the Heavenly Court. I should be the first generation of Heavenly Emperor. Just listen to the snap. I can't stand it. Lu Fengru gave Fang Ping a big pocket. Tease me. It's also the Emperor of Heavenly Court. Fang Ping covered his face, full of helplessness. You're all staring at me. I am the attitude of the ancient strong. What can I do? I'm almost self-doubting. After being separated from the crowd, Fang Ping thought leisurely. But guessing isn't necessarily wrong. Lao Wang, it is difficult for them to be really strong in ancient times. Regardless of them. Anyway, my strength has become much stronger again. A few days later, the Caribbean Sea was shown on TV. News of a devastating earthquake in an island nation. Old Man Lee hurriedly pushed the door and walked in. Oh no! Originally, the island nation did not have an entrance to the basement. But just a few days ago, suddenly an entrance appeared. The passage opened almost instantaneously, although there was a grandmaster who arrived. But there are already strong people on the opposite side rushing out of the passage. There were numerous casualties on both sides. Speaking of which, Old Man Lee took a deep breath. The passage opens instantly. There is little time for gestation. This means that perhaps it is accompanied by too many channels. The barriers between the two realms have become easier to penetrate. Once so, maybe next we will face all the jade. There are now 104 basement access roads worldwide. According to about 20 a month, the 9 products are guarded. We may have to face about 1,500 Jupine enemies. We can't hold all the passages. Only a portion of the space can be optionally discarded. As soon as I heard this, Fang Ping's face was a little sad beyond words. Guarded for so many years. So many lives have been paid. Are you going to give up now? Give up now. The humans who died in the caves over the years. That's when it happened. Yukuishin walked over with a file bag. You're here. Let's take a look at this. The World Martial Arts Federation has released a brand new list. The list includes the 9th-ranked Grandmaster list, the 8th-ranked Grandmaster list, and the 7th-ranked Grandmaster list. There are a total of 212 strong people on the Jupine list. There are more than 500 strong people on the global 8-grade list. 1,600 on the list of 7 products. Fang Ping took the file bag. It's time to build momentum. It is known that a global war is imminent. It's time to speed up the training of dancers. Colleges and universities are required to report specific information on the 6th-ranked martial artists. Cultivation progress, cave skills, and kill stats. Listen to them. It may be that he wants to give priority to cultivating a group of Grandmaster-level powerhouses. Fang Ping came to Wu Quishin's side. Report all the information of all the 6th-ranked powerhouses of the demon martial arts. And it's all very powerful. The government reserves are definitely more than the magic force. It is really necessary to give priority to cultivating a group of people. That's a big profit. Wu Quishin frowned slightly. If that's the case, this shows that the situation is indeed becoming more and more tense. The government is about to use its reserves. After sending off Old Man Lee and Wu Quishin, Fang Ping looked out the window. I used to think there was plenty of time, but now there is chaos all over the world. There really isn't enough time. I'm only 5 grades. Not even cannon fodder. I have to get into the 7th grade as soon as possible. No, it may be enough to have 9 grades. Half a month later, the students of the Xiananjiang Cave are back. It is known as the Fairy Sword. It is said that he killed 7 or 8 with 1 sword and 1 man. Dancers above the 3rd rank of the high rank. There are already soft girls who have evolved into female devils. Wait for the team to disband. Fang Ping glanced at Chen Yushi. Congratulations. Breakthrough to the pinnacle of the 3rd grade. Half a month ago, it was still a 3-grade high section. It's already fast. It's all the last time you gave the essence of life without waiting for him to finish speaking. Fang Ping interrupted directly. You stop. Looking at Fang Ping with a grin. Fang Ping is about to celebrate the new year. How are you going to spend the new year? Fang Ping was speechless. How else can you live? Normal over. Go home. Although Chen Yushi is usually a little subtle and twisted. But this time it is extremely bold. I'm talking about New Year's Day. After the Chinese New Year, I went to southern Xinjiang to play. You see, can you? Fang Ping coughed lightly. I'm doing a lot of things. I'll be back after the new year. Chun Yushi stroked her hair. Do that uncle and aunt and sister Fang Yuan have any hobbies? I'll buy some gifts. Can you deliver it for me? Fang Ping chuckled. My parents forget it. Fang Yuan likes money. Or you send some. Chun Yushi was slightly stunned when he heard this. Fang Yuan's hobby is so special. After saying joking, Fang Ping looked at Chun Yushi. The situation will become even worse in the future. In the future, we must cultivate even harder. This spring festival is the last relaxation. Rest well. Enjoy a rare vacation. Don't think about anything else. Chinese New Year's Eve. Just when Fang Ping's family was happily watching the gala. In the green belt downstairs of their house, there's a group of people plotting something. The old man surnamed May opened his mouth to ask whether to raid him directly or lure him out. The middle-aged man clenched his fist hard and attacked directly. To prevent him from escaping, no protector strikes first. Let him feel that there is hope for survival. Fang Ping is an extremely confident person. There is no Dharma protector in the first stage of the 6 products. Plus the family is still here. He may not be timid before fighting. Flee directly. Just fight him. Then it entangled Fang Ping. He couldn't run. Negotiate the deployment. The middle-aged man burned Fang Ping's photo. Can't we get rid of just one 5 grade with 3 6 grade products? Fang Ping must die today. Culpacity Fang Ping in Yangqing. Fang Ping Jingu splashed 2 high-grade midsection and 1 6-grade pinnacle in a row. This time it could be described as dangerous. Nanjiang Yangting. I saw Fang Ping talking on the phone on the balcony. The bald middle-aged man groaned slightly. Don't wait, don't wait. A long delay means many hitches. There is no Dharma protector. You do it first. I went around to the other side. Shot at the same time. Hearing this, the Dharma protector nodded. Prepare to hold your sword. The opponent Ping unleashed a fatal blow. I'm out of 6 pins. It's more than enough to kill you with a 5-pin. Fang Ping, you will die today. And yet in the next second, just listen to the clang. Fang Ping held a flat knife in his hand. Broke out of the window in an instant. A knife pierced the heart of the May Protector. Just listen to the bang. A loud explosion was heard in midair. May Protector was directly slashed by Fang Ping. The next moment, didn't wait for Fang Ping to be proud of his killing of the 6 products with 1 sword. The sneak attack of the bald middle-aged arrived in an instant. Just listen to it. The fist collided with the Ping ran. Fang Ping spurted a mouthful of blood from his mouth. Then the whole person flew straight upside down. The power of these 6 pinnacles is really extraordinary. Followed by, the bald middle-aged man chased after Fang Ping. Fang Ping moved outside the community. This kind of play that completely disregards the lives of other people. People of a cult for sure. How to lure them out of the community. Avoid harming the innocent. That's when it happened. The Dharma Protector held Fang Ping from behind. Fang Ping, you can't run. There was another 6-product interruption. Fang Ping scolded. Run your uncle. Lao Su behead you. But the bald middle-aged man on the opposite side is already ready to go. His fist was aimed at Fang Ping's chest. Just listen to the boom. The bald middle-aged man's fist smashed into Fang Ping's chest. Just when the 2 Dharma protectors thought the task was complete. The place where Fang Ping's chest was broken lit up with bursts of golden light. He has a 5-grade mirror, and he actually has muscles and bones. The next moment, with the power of condensation of heaven and earth, slashed at the bald middle-aged man. The town protector gritted his teeth slightly. What about the bones? The 2 of us besiege him alone. Easy. The bald middle-aged threatened a sentence. Fang Ping honestly suffered death. Otherwise, you will kill your whole family. And yet in the next second, Wang Jinyang arrived in time. I'm afraid I won't have that chance. Fang Ping, your whole family has been transferred. Thankfully, you were aware of it. Called me. Fang Ping clenched his fist hard. Thank you, Brother Wang. One more thing. Drag the big one. Can it be done? 30 seconds. Wang Jinyang said hello. Then 3 arrows and a salvo went straight to the bald middle-aged. And Fang Ping is facing the Dharma Protector. The Dharma Protector's face was indifferent. You want to kill me? Fang Ping's anger boiled. I will kill you. Just when Fang Ping was about to attack, the figure of the Dharma Protector suddenly disappeared from the spot. Fang Ping's eyes flashed fiercely. The spiritual power directly self-destructed. Invisible waves had disturbed the heavens and the earth. Some of the surrounding trees instantly turned into chicken powder, exploded by mental power. the protector who almost blew up his head. He screamed. A large amount of blood came out of the 7 orifices. Fang Ping roared. The bones of the whole body are golden to the extreme. Even the whole head emitted a strong glow. Then he leapt into the air with his sword. Flat a mess on a knife. The power of heaven and earth and the power of muscles and bones are combined. A straight slash that destroys the world and destroys the world. The Dharma protector of the earth. As the sword fell, just listen to the rumbling popping sound. Keep coming out. Everywhere the sword passed, it was shattered. The Dharma protector is desperately resisting. In the end, it was difficult to survive so far. Fang Ping cut 6 more flats. Seeing that Zheng protector is dead, Fang Ping breathed a sigh of relief. If it weren't for the extreme tempering, the last 3 skulls really couldn't kill him. That's when it happened. A blood-stained figure burst through the air. Fang Ping's face changed drastically. Early grabbed Wang Jinyang. Wang Jinyang's face was extremely pale at the moment. A large hole was pierced directly through the chest. The internal organs can be seen clearly. Many organs have been broken. He smiled reluctantly at Fang Ping. Fortunately, he was not dishonored. See this scene? The bald middle-aged man was a little surprised. You guys really didn't expect me. Both of them are the end of the crossbow. It won't last long. He swung his fist and swung several fist shadows straight at Fang Ping and the others. Fang Ping grabbed Wang Jinyang and ran wildly. We've never cried so badly on the ground. It's really not worth dying at the hands of such brutes. Wang Jinyang laughed miserably. Even if you die, you can't die. On the way to escape, we still have the strength to fight. Let's fight for our lives. Fang Ping glanced at Wang Jinyang. You can still stand. Wang Jinyang said to give me some energy essence. It should be okay. Fang Ping shook his head slightly. Just a few high-grade gemstones will be used. Wang Jinyang still has the heart to ridicule Fang Ping at the moment. Sure enough, it's rich enough. Aware of the bald, middle-aged man who was getting closer and closer behind him, Wang Jinyang absorbed high-level energy while absorbing it. While looking at Fang Ping, Dragon down. You should be able to run away. Fang Ping scolded and rolled out. Then grit your teeth hard. You're here to save me. What kind of person are you and I? Yao Pin can't kill me. 6 pins are a fart. Since this beast does not give up. Double me. You're welcome. You'll drag him later. For a while, Lao Tzu blew him up. Lao Tzu condensed the power of heaven and earth for 100 rounds. It is comparable to the full force of the 7 pins. Just when Wang Jinyang began to play with his life, Fang Ping reminded. I blew him up. Hurry up. At this moment, Fang Ping looked more and more like a skeleton. The flesh on his body was almost all gone. A golden ball of light filled with the power of heaven and earth slowly appeared. His right arm had been completely reduced to bone. He muttered, I don't know if the system can repair my flesh and blood. I can't do that much now. Let's blow up this bastard first. Lao Wang is also overdrawing his strength. The next moment, Fang Ping fell directly to the ground. A huge crater appeared in an instant. Lao Wang drilled the hole. I saw Fang Ping and Wang Jinyang burrowing into the ground. The bald middle-aged followed, at the same time roaring loudly. Turtle battle. When it happened, a ball of light full of the power of heaven and earth flew towards the bald middle-aged man. Fang Ping sneered. Send you something good. Followed by. Fang Ping pulled Wang Jinyang up to fight a hole and fled for his life. Just listen to the boom. A blinding white light illuminates almost the entire mountain range. The roar directly spread throughout the world. At the same time, the southern Xinjiang command shook for a while. They hurriedly sent someone to check. At the same time, the nearby grandmasters were also notified to rush over. On the other side, a golden arm suddenly burst out of the ground. Immediately afterwards, Fang Ping dug out Wang Jinyang as well. Brother Wang couldn't help it. It's still alive. Wang Jinyang gave a thumbs up, indicate that he is still alive. The bald middle-aged man was only half of his body at this time. He's not even dead. The desire to survive is really big. I saw that the bald middle-aged man was still climbing. Fang Ping sneered. What a struggle. You think you're us. Our bones and bone marrow have mutated. You kill yourself when you also mutate. The bald middle-aged man showed a look of despair. The divine cult will not let your Fang Ping go, while using wealth to replenish the power of chi and blood and spiritual power. Maintain condition of the injury from worsening. 1 foot on the back of the bald middle-aged man. He started fooling the bullshit god. Teach you whether the cult is also constantly fighting among themselves. Actually let you kill me with a 6-pin. It seems you offended. Someone deliberately framed him. No wonder I suddenly received a text message at night. Someone is going to ambush. I'm afraid it's your opponent. Whose path are you in your way? I've heard that there are several cults. Or did other sects deliberately frame you for the death of 3 Lupin? It's all your faction. I'm afraid your faction is going to be finished this time. The bald middle-aged man seems to have died. He lay on the ground and couldn't even feel his breath. Seeing this, Fang Ping let out a low sigh. This bunch of idiots of a cult. I really thought that Gao Pin was killed last time because Lao Tzu did it. Not their own people yet. Betraying one's own people. Otherwise, how could you die so many high quality? It's good that human nature is really ugly to the extreme. The more you die, the better. That's when it happened. The bald man who just seemed to be dead said with difficulty. Jingyang Martial Arts Pavilion Lu Hunan will Pill Company Zhao, you heard this. Fang Ping's eyes changed slightly. Your people. The bald middle-aged man kept muttering about killing them. Kill them. Until there was no sound at all. Wang Jinyang's face was as white as paper at this time. There are also pharmaceutical companies at Bhutan. Now it's in trouble. A golden glow flashed in Fang Ping's eyes. It's easy to have a pharmaceutical company. Lao Wang, the grandmasters are here. Don't speak. Look at mine. It's time to smack the pharma company hard. Next, Fang Ping's muscles shocked the world. Wang Jinyang emerged with immortal matter magic power. It will be confrontation with two major companies. The show is coming. There is no strength. It's up to you to wear out your mouth. I don't get the attention of others. Martial arts must be fought. The fight is for the future of a generation of warriors. Nigh on the outskirts of Yangcheng, Wu Chuan, the southern town guard envoy Jupanjing, is leading people to rescue. Everyone carefully search for the strong energy. It's coming from around here. Be prepared to engage at any time. Wu Chuan's voice was heard. Fang Ping shouted for help. Senior Brother Wu. When he noticed that Fang Ping was almost only left with a skeleton's body, Wu Chuan's complexion changed greatly. Fang Ping, why did you get hurt like this? Why do you still grow muscles and bones? Fang Ping originally wanted to heal his wounds with a resurrection pill. However, Wu Chuan will be wisps of pale golden substance into his body. After a while, there was a little flesh and blood on Fang Ping's bones. The cracks on his face began to heal. Feel the change. Fang Ping was instantly overjoyed. Is this the legendary immortal substance that can repair all injuries? Senior Brother Wu. A little more. Wu Chuan smiled bitterly. You can't just die. I can't consume it anymore. Otherwise, the outbreak of fighting in the basement of southern Xinjiang will be affected. As soon as I heard this, Fang Ping muttered, it's stingy. Wu Chuan reprimanded. Immortal matter. Only martial artists above the 8th rank can start to condense in small amounts. It is the guarantee of the strong resilience of the 8th grade golden body. We are not enough of ourselves. You are tenacious. And there are bones and bones. Not a big problem. But Wang Jinyang is not easy to do. That's what happened. Wang Jinyang, who was sitting cross-legged. A faint golden glow suddenly oozed from his body. This scene directly shocked Wu Chuan into his body. Why does an indestructible substance arise? Are you two demons really 5 grades? Fang Ping saw this. Pupils are constricted. The previous speculation of the teachers was true. Lao Wang, these mutant warriors are real. The strong were resurrected to the point of death. These indestructible substances are revived. Then he hugged Wang Jinyang. Brother Wang took a little more risk. Me it up. I can't grow in flesh and blood. I don't want to be a skeleton. You put a little bit on me too. Brother Wang, don't be stingy. You have accumulated thousands of years. Ah, sure. Give me some. Saw Fang Ping rubbing against Wang Jinyang one by one. Wu Chuan covered his forehead with some embarrassment. Fang Ping, who are you fighting with? The wound became like this. As soon as I heard this, only then did Fang Ping remember what he was doing. I almost forgot Senior Brother Wu. He quickly sent someone to arrest Lu He of the Xinjiang Martial Arts Pavilion and Zhao Yu of Nanjiang Ganao Company. They may be cultists. Lu He and Zhao Yu, who were arrested from the Yangqing Admiral's mansion, knelt on the ground. The people of Demon Warrior also rushed over. Zheng Minghong of the Pill Company questioned Fang Ping as soon as he entered the door. Fang Ping, you're so daring. Very brainy. The old man of the Pill Company is always a cultist. Fang Ping chuckled. You don't have to put a big hat on me as soon as you come. These two are the cultists who assassinated me. Names that spit out before death. Our Ping is not planted by Pan County. Now there are more than 10 grandmasters in each department. Do I, a 5-rank martial artist, dare to frame it? As soon as I heard this, Zhou Minghong was immediately furious. The coercion of a pinjin was close to Fang Ping. Li Changsheng hurriedly stood in front of Fang Ping. Zhang Minghong, we look for death? Don't think I can't kill you. Huang Jing, the vice principal of Kipanjing's demon martial arts, roared. Prove the red who gave you the guts. Chinese New Year's Eve dinner is halfway through. Chen Yaoding, the president of Jingnan Wuhan University, who was kicked by his granddaughter. Bursts of blood. Wu Quishan, the demon martial principal of 8 Pinjing, glanced at Fang Ping. Fang Ping called us to support the field. I just want to use a royal gift to pour dirty water on the two major companies. Sell the shares of the two companies in the hands of the demon warrior. Let's see what he's going to do. The flesh and blood on Fang Ping's body began to crumble at this time. Grandmaster Zheng always came and didn't ask about it. 8 pins of coercion. Come on. I'm seriously injured now. There are 8 products in total. My 5 products are trying to kill me. I still feel that our side is inferior by strength. You can do whatever you want. Let this happen. This kind of huagua is no different from a cult. Simply exterminate all humans below Gaoping. Take refuge in the caves. Wu Chuan watched Zheng Minghong's injuries worsen. You hold for a moment. Everyone was calm about what happened before. It proved that Hong Wenyan was a little stunned. You are asking me to heal him with an indestructible substance. Wu Chuan nodded. This is the Admiralty's palace. After all, if something goes wrong with the demon martial arts student, it's hard for us to explain. Help him stabilize his injuries first. Huang Jing asked. Mr. Zheng was so vicious to my demon martial arts people. The name of the Grandmaster. Ask. Do you deserve it? That's it. Under the persecution of the multitude, Zheng Minghong reluctantly used the indestructible substance to heal Fang Ping's injuries. Fang Ping happily absorbed the immortal substance into his bones. Wu Quishan thought to himself. That is, Fang Ping dared to open the skin of his own pride. But in exchange for these immortal substances, it must be worth it. A moment later, Wu Chuan arched his hand at Zheng Minghong. Zheng Zeng's accounts of Nanjiang Danyao branch. Sales records are being checked. I hope you understand. Zheng Minghong smiled lightly. Wu Jinshou acted in accordance with the charter. It was Fang Ping who looked at Zhao Yu. Mr. Zhao, it's a cultist. Then Mr. Zhao didn't mind. He made an assumption. After obtaining Zhao Yu's consent, Fang Ping continued. Mr. Zhao is a cult, and there are only 2 kinds of people possible, or they are fanatical followers of cults. Either they were bought to join. I've heard that fanatical believers treat cults as if they were true gods. Then I'm going to scold the cult right now. Please all the Grandmasters to observe Mr. Zhao's psychological fluctuations. If it's really a cultist, there will be some fluctuations. Wu Chuan heard this. It suddenly dawned on me. Fang Ping, you try it. No one has ever used this method to check on the demon cultists. After hearing Fang Ping's series of cordial greetings to the cult. But Zhao Yu is just like a normal person. Seeing this, Fang Ping nodded slightly. Now exclude the suspicion that Zhao is always a fanatic. Then only the possibility of being tempted by interest remains. Zheng Minghong pointed at Fang Ping and spoke. Have proof. Zhao Yu has been at the peak of 6 products for 8 years. How can he be easily seduced? Fang Ping said. It is precisely because he is the pinnacle of the 6 grades. It's been 8 years. There must be a great desire to break through to the Grandmaster realm. Immediately afterwards, Fang Ping looked directly at Zhao Yu. Mr. Zhao dared to ask how the cultivation of qi, blood, and spiritual power was. Zhao Yu replied. Qi and blood are complete. Mental power is average. Fang Ping continued to look at Zhao Yu. That maybe the cult provided the elixir of spiritual growth. It was Mr. Zhao who rebelled. As long as you brush it, the Grandmasters can sense it. Zhao Yu explained. Over the years, I have collected medicinal herbs in the cave. A lot of things that may have been eaten by mistake to increase mental power. So even though I have breath remaining, it can be used as evidence. Fang Ping sighed when he heard this. As soon as I said Mr. Zhao, he said that he might have taken this elixir to increase his mental strength. Is it everywhere? Zhao Yu looked up at Fang Ping. I'm just guessing. Not sure if I've taken it. As soon as I heard this, Fang Ping suddenly smiled. Reasonable. I absolutely believe that Mr. Zhao did not take the medicine of the cult. But it's hard for anyone else to believe me or not. Mr. Zheng, do you believe it? There is indeed a possibility. The person who attacked me this time was not a cultist. It's the people of the 2 big companies. As soon as this statement came out, Zheng Minghong retorted loudly to Fang Ping. What nonsense are you talking about? Why are we attacking you? Fang Ping turned his back to everyone. I'm just speculating. I have to be detained and sent to the capital for this action. Zheng Minghong let out a low snort. It was going to plan. You are cooperating with the investigation. Seeing Zheng Minghong take the bait, Fang Ping smiled proudly. Mr. Zheng cares so much about me. Even whether I cooperated with the investigation or the autopsy would clear. Fang Ping was terrified. Could it be that the Basement Intelligence Department and the pill company are the same unit? Proved that Hong's face changed again and again. This is the one who knows. I'm not the only one who proves red. What our Grandmaster wants to know. Nor does the government go out of their way to hide the connections. It's a big deal. The next moment, Fang Ping walked in front of Wu Chuan. I think Wu Jinshou's matter is more serious than that of the cultists. Wu Chuanxin said. Zheng Minghong is also too easy to take the bait. But some things are a problem. So he faced Zheng Minghong. Zheng Minghong, is it up to you to get involved in the intelligence service? Zheng Minghong was silent for a moment. I'll give you an explanation of this. It's you. Do you know what the consequences of framing an 8-rank martial artist are? Fang Ping shook his head. I doubt that Mr. Zheng has no evidence. Since my 10 great masters of demon martial arts went to Kyoto, got the right to expand. We've already had a dispute. Whether Moa's actions affected the interests of the 2 major companies. I suspect you're going to make a move on me. Is it nonsense? That's when it happened. Sun Yueqing, who had not spoken, spoke. The other 2 companies have nothing to do with our weapons company. Fang Ping bowed and apologized. And I apologize to Mr. Sun. It is said that the 2 major companies are not separated. It turns out that the weapons company and the pill company are not one. Sun Yueqing's face changed slightly. All human beings are one. But there should also be a clear division of labor. Each has its own job. Fang Ping, don't think about selling pill weapons to the outside world. As soon as I heard this, Fang Ping's heart was in a hurry. His surname Sun did not take the bait. That's how to rip off. And I would suggest a thorough investigation of the pill company. Matters not to be ignored. Sun Yueqing responded coldly. That's a matter for the state. Don't worry about it. Fang Ping laughed miserably. But I'm a victim. Can't you make my request? Zheng Minghong stared at Fang Ping. Look up. But if you find out the problem, do you dare to be honest in public? Are you afraid of offending all mankind? Fang Ping prayed in his heart. I hope the CEOs will quickly let go. Hurry up and admit it. Hurry up and let the benefits out. And on the face are tears in the eyes. Do things alone. One person when I am. Fang Ping overwhelmed. Do your best with 5 products. Vainly try to leverage the interests of some people. It is not destined to end well. Wait until I die, go to school. Cancel previous policy changes. The scale of the production of pills and weapons has returned to the same as before. Just let the bad guys go on their rampage. Seeing Fang Ping in a dilemma, Wu Quishan suddenly laughed. Fang Ping has a long memory today. Some things are not so simple. You talk so much nonsense to them. You're a 5-rank martial artist. We'll take you seriously. The truth is not spoken. The square plane is exposed in different colors. The principle means, Wu Quishan's whole body lit up with golden light. Be tough when it's time to be tough. They don't give. That's strong. Next moment, Wu Quishan appeared behind Zheng Minghong and Sun Yueqing. Zheng Minghong raised her eyebrows slightly. Wu Quishan, what are you doing? Wu Quishan sneered. I'm a student who has come around in such a big circle. I just want to sell the shares of the 2 major companies in the hands of the monster. There are about 7 or 8 billion of them. You just wanted to make a big deal about it. And I'll negotiate with you. In fact, it is completely possible to wait for the stolen goods and get them. Let the relevant departments deal with it. There is no need to talk about it at all. Sun Yueqing snorted coldly. Wu Quishan, it's not a demon here. You have to teach the students. Wait until you return to the demon martial arts and then teach. Wu Quishan, smile well. And I won't teach. So be it. Moa's shares and some of the pill company's shares in Fang Ping's hands. Buy back. No cash. Just provide us with 200 billion worth of pills and weapons. Cost price. As soon as this statement came out, the silence in the field was scary. Fang Ping was a little surprised. 200 billion cost price of the elixir weapon. If the 2 major companies sell it, I am afraid it will be close to $1 trillion. Sun Yueqing snorted angrily. Since everyone doesn't agree on ideas, then we provide a resource buyback with a market price of 50 billion. Wu Quishan was strongly coerced. Don't push us. We just want to get what belongs to us back. Zheng Minghong roared. Wu Quishan, you will bear all the consequences for what you say. Just listen to the bang. Wu Quishan punched Zheng Minghong's head into a skeleton. How many of my martial arts teachers and students died in the cave? Buried in the crypt. Now we can't even be satisfied with our own cultivation. It depends on the look of your eyes. Why for a group of seeds and elites who have never been in a cave? Amusing. There are some things that don't fool everyone. All be idiots. A lot of people know, but they don't say it. I want to say. I don't want to say. But I, Wu Quishan, am not afraid of what Fang Ping will not dare to do. What I can't do doesn't mean I can't do it. Do 200 billion. This is what my 5 teachers and students paid for with their blood. Whoever dares to say a word, Wu Quishan, do not die. Don't blame me for some things. I've said everything you need to say. The 200 billion pills and weapons were sent back to the demon martial arts. Mo no longer supplies any raw materials to the 2 major companies. If you feel unwilling, you can get people to come to me. Wu Quishan, but the general 9 grades are forgotten. Let's have a 9-rank master. Wu Quishan, also want to see the 9 pinnacles of my human race. How ruthless the heart is. How cold the snow is. Chun Yaoting on the side said leisurely. Jing and Wudao will not knock on the bamboo. The 2 shared some technology later. Jin Nan produced and sold it himself. Wang Jinyang, who was told by Fang Ping to stay and reap the benefits, echoed. There is no easy thing to do. Proof of the restoration of flesh with indestructible matter. Hong looked at Wu Quishan with jealousy. Wu Kui Mountain. I underestimated you. You're ruthless enough. Sun Yu sighed lightly. We agreed to your terms. But you're only thinking about demonic martial arts. Don't you think you're selfish too? Wu Quishan sneered. But so what? We're all human. The teachers and students of Wuhan University are not members of the human race. Wuhan University doesn't have a base station. With the strength of resources, it has been enhanced. Naturally, the 5 teachers and students will stand in the end. Fight until the last man falls. I, Wu Quishan, will only die in the basement. Never die in the vast universe. Then his voice suddenly increased. And before he dies, only the dead will stand. We will not be for this thing or person in our lives. It's been hard work for more than half a year. Once back to before liberation, there are many caving resources. Demon King Fang Ping is fighting at night. Yangqing Fang Ping followed behind Wu Quishan. The principal sold 200 billion shares this time. In proportion to the shares. I have helped Mr. Liu before. He gave me 100 shares. That's no problem to divide 15 billion. That right? Wu Quishan glanced back at Fang Pingji. Wait for the things to be delivered. You divide 5 billion. Fang Ping asked unwillingly. Why? Wu Quishan couldn't help but scold. Because that's my wife's shares. Fang Ping smiled. Aren't you divorced? Of course what my teacher gave me was mine. The next moment, Wu Quishan's words changed. Don't think about money yet. Your current 5-grade physique is not strong enough. Forcibly made of bona fide. Flesh and blood will continue to crumble. How can you still cultivate? Fang Ping thought for a moment. Can you buy a few energy fruits that increase your physique and eat them? Wu Quishan shook his head. It's useless. Do you still have an energy essence? Fang Ping smiled bitterly. It's gone. Wu Quishan groaned slightly. Boy, throw money at it. Hire a few 8-rank golden body powerhouses to come over to you, while supplying indestructible substances, while bathing in energy essence and demon beast blood. A 2-pronged approach. It should be possible to forge a half-gold body in advance. Fang Ping swallowed. That's a lot of money. Wu Quishan touched his chin with his hand. 1 billion people, plus energy essence and demon beast blood. It is estimated that it will start with 10 billion. Fang Ping looked at Wu Quishan with some expectation. Can you give it to me for free? Wu Quishan exhaled a breath of turbidity. Living as a skeleton doesn't necessarily mean you die. Why don't you try it? Fang Ping's face darkened. Don't. I spend money and spend money. I smashed all the shares into it this time, and it was for nothing. Wu Quishan quit. Not in vain. You are tantamount to hiring someone to help refine the meridians of flesh and blood. As long as you succeed, you will directly enter the peak of the 5 products. Fang Ping laughed loudly when he heard this. And I'll do it. Let's go back to the demon martial arts and start it. A few days later, the demon martial man went to the energy room to see Fang Ping recovering his flesh. Fang Ping came out. His body has been repaired. Huang Jing laughed lightly. He's already at the peak of the 5th grade. It's not in vain. This one, young Xiaoyan asked Xiao Lei in a low voice. Did Fang Ping really find so many 8 products to heal him? Xiao Lei nodded. 8 people were invited, plus the energy essence and a demon beast bloodbath. I heard that it will cost a total of 12 billion. I'm going to have to cry for decades to save it. Meanwhile, Fang Ping opens the system panel. My strength has skyrocketed. 6,000 calories of qi and blood must be at a level of middle of 6th grade. Not to mention approaching Chizuru's spiritual power. Now you need to familiarize yourself with your power as soon as possible. Stay in control. Next, I want to enter the 6 products. Is to find the door of the 3 cokes. But now there's an even more difficult problem. They fixed it for me when it came. Why didn't you fix your hair as well? Huang Jing forced a smile. The indestructible substances of the 8 grays are very precious. You can rely on natural hair growth. Chen Yushi always had an urge to touch Fang Ping's bald head. Fang Ping, why don't I accompany you to buy a wig in the afternoon? Fang Ping sighed helplessly and said it again. I'll have to get used to it for a few more days. You can go and cultivate on your own. I'm fine now. Chen Yushi was a little disappointed when he heard this. But before leaving, he suddenly touched Fang Ping's bald head with his hand. It's really smooth. Seeing that Fang Ping's face had turned black, Huang Jing motioned to Chen Yushi to stop touching. She changed the subject. This time the school has suffered a lot of attrition. Fang Ping, you have to make it up. Remember to kill an 8-rank demon beast early and bring it back. Fang Ping's expression froze. I took a bath with some demon beast blood. You actually asked me to kill the demon beast to the 8th rank and bring it back. Isn't it a bit excessive? What's wrong with this atmosphere of demon martial arts? Huang Jing opened his mouth to explain. The school has to use the blood of these 8 demon beasts to make the body-strengthening liquid forging body pill. The brain nucleus and star core of the monster. It is the key material for building a divine weapon. But most demon beasts will blow up their brain core before they die. And there's a mismatch problem in the brain core nuclei of different monsters. Therefore, it is generally smelted with the core of the same demon beast. Fine soldiers. That's why it's very rare. The good thing is that the divine weapon can be continuously upgraded by adding excipients. Fang Ping thought to himself, if only I could bring back some high-grade demon beast materials to demon martial arts. Isn't it possible to create a few more divine weapons? Moaned slightly. Fang Ping looked at Principal Huang Jing. Can you kill the 7-ranked demon beasts? Huang Jing touched his chin with his hand. Kill the 7 pins. The initial stage is still certain. If it's a medium grade, that's hard. It's wrong. Fang Ping chuckled. I originally made an appointment with Qin Fengqin. Go to the cave and loot the small mine guarded by a 7-ranked demon beast. Now I wonder if it's possible for us to kill that monster. And he moved back with the monster materials and energy mines. That's when it happened. Qin Fengqin rushed over. I didn't say I'm going with you. Fang Ping waved his hand indifferently. Then you go on your own. Find a way to get into the 5 products yourself. Anyway, after grinding for 78 years, you should be able to enter. Qin Feng looked at Fang Ping with resentment. You're always bullying me. Fang Ping glanced back at Qin Fengqin. Don't be so resentful. No, it doesn't work. It's a deer. Let's hurry over and explain the situation in detail. Qin Fengqin looked at the map marking. I actually walked around the periphery, but that mine isn't too big. The guarding demon beast is also the appearance of middle of the 7th grade. Huang Jing looked at the map. If that's the case, you can kill him, just to be on the safe side. I asked Principal Wu to borrow his magic weapon. Qin Fengqin gritted her teeth and stared at Fang Ping. Fang Ping said that it was 5 or 5 points. You're going to trick me again this time. I will hang myself at the gate of your house. Fang Ping smiled awkwardly. Is it really good to be so cruel to yourself? Qin Fengqin asked. Put it this way. You're really ready to me. Fang Ping shook his head slightly. I'm not prepared to pit you. I promise it will be rewarding this time. How many resources do you need to break through items? I'll just provide as many lines as I want. As soon as I heard this, Qin Fengqin was moved at first. Then he shook his head violently. I still don't believe that your big bald head looks like a villain at first glance. Villains love to deceive. Fang Ping sneered. I'm cutting my ambition. Now the Emperor cries a full-scale invasion. How can a warrior of my generation do things? But you don't have to think about these things as a 4th-rank martial artist. Qin Fengqin gritted her back molars. You say that I, Qin Fengqin, am a coward. The corners of Fang Ping's mouth curled. That's not. However, shaving your hair does save your blood. Increases cultivation speed. Who knows for whom? Qin Fengqin was still a little skeptical. Really, Fang Ping nodded heavily. Could be increased by 1%. Seeing that Qin Fengqin was leaving, Fang Ping asked, where are you going? Qin Fengqin pointed at Fang Ping. Don't worry about it. Remember that you said to help me upgrade to the 5th grade. If you break your promise, I'll hang myself in front of your house. Fang Ping chuckled. Don't lift your head. Directly use qi and blood to shake out the hair. The pores are then sealed. Qin Fengqin said hello. It took a sip. Lao Tzu didn't believe in your blood. Wait for me to be promoted to the 5th grade. Just leave Fang Ping and go down to the basement by himself. Those treasures are mine. Huang Jing sighed lightly. Qin Fengqin. This kid is also miserable. His father was incredibly talented. Broke through to the 5th grade realm early. And fallen a raid. At that time, he was still in novels. When I grow up, I want to go to the magic martial arts. Later, he really entered demon martial arts. But the talent is worse than others. Cultivation is very slow. But this kid is very strong. Others practice for hours. He can cultivate for a few days. There is no blood and breath. He practiced the art of war. Cultivating day and night. In a few days, if you go down to the cave, don't take too many risks. Take care of Qin Fengqin a little. Fang Ping laughed a little madly. This guy will only get more and more frustrated. It's hard to be crushed. This is Qin Fengqin's advantage. As long as there is pressure, he'll move forward. I will definitely take good care of him. Let him accelerate his progress. Hope City in a few days. With the entry of Fang Ping, Qin Fengqin, and others, there was an uproar. The scourge of the demon warrior is here again. All far away. No one is allowed to act with him. The warriors around the King Suring forest evacuated as soon as possible. Go and inform General Tian and Dr. Ko. Don't be fooled by monsters to attack the city. Remember the bastard in front of me. Don't go the same way with them. Far away. See that big ball head? This guy led hundreds of demon beasts to chase and kill last time. Now I still have a shaved head. Maybe there's some bad intentions. These voices are heard. Fang Ping, whoever restored his hair with an indestructible substance, sneered. Qin Fengqin, you have no character. Qin Fengqin scolded bullshit. They're talking about you and how your hair is growing back. Said to be a good chipper. You lied to me. Fang Ping was recovering from his injuries before. Indestructible matter is not enough. He had no choice but to keep his head bald. Senior Qin wants to learn from him. As soon as I heard this, Qin Fengqing roared. Lao Tzu wanted to shave his head. It's all about him. Qin Yushi was already in the early stage of the 4th grade at this time. He walked over to Fang Ping's side. Fang Ping, thank you. Let me go down to the basement with you. Fang Ping waved his hand. Thank me for what I did. You broke through to the 4th grade. 3 bridges between heaven and earth were built. It's time to go into the basement to practice. Qin Yushi looked at Fang Ping. I'm near Hope City. It won't go deep, but you're going to be a few hundred miles away from Hope City. Be careful. Fang Ping looked at the time. Go and report to the military headquarters. Listen to the arrangements of the military department. Lao Xin and I acted on our own. Before parting, Qin Yushi admonished. Senior brother, please. You take care of Fang Ping. He didn't cry a few times. Liang Fenghua echoed. Qin Fengqing. It's okay for you to die on your own. Don't put my junior brother in danger. Qin Fengqing's face was full of unhappiness when he heard this. He has 6 pins, a 4 pin, and this kid can run away again. I can also practice counting life-saving moves. Why are you all looking to him? I hope that Fang Ping outside the city is on the way. Said to Qin Fengqing. You might be able to meet a cave warrior along the way. Because death is counted as one. Qin Fengqing, who was wearing a wig, muttered. Fang Ping said that Shi-san is worthy of you. I don't really look at it. Most of the people in the cave are poor ghosts. Qin Fengqing sighed. Is worthy of being a local tyrant who spent more than 10 billion to heal his wounds. The tone is crazy. Fang Ping scolded. Spend your money too. So much nonsense. The time to come. Fang Ping simulated the breath of a crying dancer as bait. Then he brought the weeping man over. Give Qin Fengqing a sneak attack. After a while, they've already reaped the rewards. Come to the Wegu Ridge, 500 miles east of Shiwan City. Fang Ping glanced at Qin Fengqing. It's 500 miles away from Hope City. How did you come up with the idea of running here? Qin Fengqing thought for a moment. I've heard of someone who got a crispy fruit here. It's specially refined for internal use. At that time, Sanpin wanted to make some preparations for entering Zhongping in the future. But the fruit was not found. But I ran into a medium-grade demon beast. And digging a hole to hide. A mine rat was found. If there are no high-frequency energy stones nearby, the miner rat doesn't stay. I tried digging for a while. Suddenly I feel like I can't breathe. There must be a high-grade demon beast sitting in the town and slipping away. After entering the mountain, we cross 4 small hills. There's a canyon vein there, right on the edge of the canyon. Take it easy yourself. Don't dig into the lair of high-grade demon beast. Otherwise you will die. Don't seek revenge on me. After converging with Huang Jing, Fang Ping looked at Qin Fengqing's line. I went into the mountains. You don't have a face. Just wait outside. Qin Fengqing admonished. You and Lao Huang got it right. Just some movement. I'm out for you. Come to the canyon. Huang Jing glanced around. There are indeed 7 ranked demon beasts here. And it's close to us. I'll draw them out later. When you sneak in to find energy. Fang Ping asked. Middle stages of the 7th grade. You should have no problem dealing with it. Huang Jing said in a low voice. There are exceptions to everything. Be careful. If you can't restrain your breath, I won't dare let you come with me. I saw Fang Ping holding a B-grade alloy shovel and starting to dig a hole. Huang Jing's face was black. What are you doing? Fang Ping worked hard. Dig a pit. Dig into the ground. Later, if the other party really comes back, it's easier to run away. As soon as this remark came out, Huang Jing had nothing to say. And you move quickly. The other party also noticed that I was not moving now. It's to refuse to leave the nest. I'm going to provoke him. Fang Bin said he knew. And he went into a hole in the ground. What a strong coercion. Principal Huang should have already confronted the other party. I'll have to speed up to the core of the vein. There's a high probability that high-grade energy stones will be produced here. But Fang Ping noticed that something was wrong. A lot of the energy stones here have been used. This damn monster, for the sake of self-cultivation. How dare you consume my energy stones? Never mind. The remaining energy stones are estimated to be hundreds of caddies. High-grade 1-pound high-grade energy stone. Market price is almost 4.5 billion. If you take them all, that's worth tens of billions. That's when it happened. A large bunch of fruit caught Fang Ping's attention. Yohi, isn't this the 100 crisp fruit that Qin Fengqing said? I'm so lucky, guess that. Tit away. This time it was developed. Digging for a while, Fang Ping drilled out of the ground. How's Lao Huang doing? I'll dig for a while, and I'll be done. Huang Jing roared. Wow, fart run. Looking at the cheap-peen feeding dog beast who was fighting Huang Jing, Fang Ping asked. Want me to help? Huang Jing roared. Don't you understand? Run. Lao Tzu will drag you for a minute at most. There are 8 ranked demon beasts here. No, it's 2 heads and 8 grades. Run fast shocked. It's also a monster. The Horn King actually attacked the 8 feed dog beasts in reverse. What the hell is he thinking? Feed dog rich. Looking at the approaching cheapine feeding dog beast. Huang Jing gritted his teeth. This time it made Fang Ping miserable. 2 8-ranked demon beasts were flying towards them. The 7 pins in front of me don't mean to let me go. If you don't kill him, he will call for reinforcements from the neighborhood. Fang Ping will also be in danger. Next second, Huang Jing sacrificed the divine soldiers. Wuquish's 8-grade divine soldiers have been cultivated for many years. 9 products can be chopped. Kill you 7-ranked brute, such as probing for things. Tough death. Wei dog beast saw this. Body trembles. Countless Dao commanders pierced through the void. Instantly attacked Huang Jing. Huang Jing poured countless heaven and earth powers into the divine weapon short sword. Then he let out a loud cry. A short sword that shoots out directly turned the long thorn he killed into powder. The next second, accompanied by a terrible roar from the dog-feeding beast, the dagger pierced through his head. A loud explosion rang out in the sky. Look at the corpse of the 7-pin feeding dog beast below. Huang Jing sighed slightly. There was too much movement. Caused the 2 8 pins to speed up. It's a pity it's too late to recycle monster materials. Saving your life matters. Those 2 boys are blessed. Just when the 8-ranked demon beast chased after Huang Jing, Fang Ping's head popped out of the weeds. Principal Huang is afraid that he will hang me with a 5-grade peak. Even if you want to, you can't help. Lao Huang wanted to kill this demon beast. I'm afraid paid a lot of price. Can't afford to waste it. Moaned slightly. Fang Ping opens the system panel. If you want to take away storage space completely, you need to expand it by 26 cubic meters. That's 13 billion worth of wealth. I still have almost 17 billion. Complete 7-ranked demon beasts. That would be equivalent to a complete divine soldier's flesh and blood. These things are enough to sell and change accessories. It's a good deal. Storage space for me. Just put the carcass of the dog-fed beast into the storage space. Fang Ping glanced in the direction of the 100-beast forest with the corner of his eye. Then quickly drill into a hole. It's the breath of another 8-ranked demon beast. Good thing I'm fast. Let's go away the corpse of 7-ranked demon beast. Otherwise, there is a high probability that it will be snatched away by this 8-pin. When you see the form of this 8-pin clearly, Fang Ping's face instantly became more ugly than a dead person. Are you kidding? How did that horn end up here? 100-beast forest is 200 miles away from here. The monsters over there haven't come yet. The head and foot 600 miles away actually came. The younger brother's face looked frightened. Every time I hit my feet, I had to suck a bunch of chi and blood. You must not be allowed to discover my breath. Meanwhile, feed a dog holler 60 miles away. Huang Jing's face turned pale. I was pessimistic to the extreme. If it weren't for the divine soldiers at hand, I'm long dead. A 7-pin. Even if you fight for this old life, I can't beat an 8-pin. That's right. Huang Jing at this moment is being chased and killed by an 8-grade feeding dog beast. Just cut 7 products. The power of the dagger is exhausted. It's impossible to recharge anymore. Cut this 8-pin. It's nothing that I'm dead. If you lose Lao Wu's divine soldiers, it's all over. Huang Jing was eager to know Fang Ping's location at this time. He planned to fight this monster to the death. Let Fang Ping bring divine soldier back. That's when it happened. Huang Jingxi felt something. There was a look of despair on his face. I can't even beat an 8-ranked demon beast. I didn't expect the second end to come. The large dog-feeding beast that was attacking Huang Jing. Slightly stagnant. He glanced sideways at the golden rays that were speeding in the distance. There was a look of doubt in the cold, giant eyes. How did that guy from the Golden Horn clan get here? Although there are some doubts. For the sake of the dog, it was decided to solve it first. This resurrection place that killed its own offspring. The warrior's other small sword may be able to devour. In the face of the more violent attack of the Bapin-fed dog beast, blood overflowed in Huang Jing's mouth. The bridge of heaven and earth and the 3 gates of Sanjiao emerged. I have to fight if I die. Since the divine soldiers can't take it away, then find a way to blow yourself up. Blow them up? Just when Huang Jing was about to fight for his life, something happened that surprised him to the extreme. I saw the horned beast suddenly launch a sneak attack. His goal was precisely the 8 pins for the fighting beast. See this scene? Huang Jingdu was stunned. Is there infighting? What do you mean by feed? The foot side frantically attacks and feeds the dog beast, while roaring at Huang Jing. Huang Jing was dazed for a while before he reacted. Could it be that he motioned for me to slash the Wei dog beast with my sword? Ponder for a moment. Huang Jing raised his short sword. No matter. Kill the little one this time. Feed the dog, mon. Don't kill. This big head is back in Hope City. It could also provoke his retaliation. Today, he must die. The two behemoths attack each other. The feet are deliberately staggered to feed the dog's head. Huang Jing seized the opportunity. The golden dagger sliced through the void, instantly pierced the head of the dog-feeding beast. In this way, one man and one beast work together to kill the 8-pin feeding dog beast. A moment later, all the time to converge a breath. To avoid being spotted by the feet, the square level suddenly emerges from the ground. Because the passage ahead has collapsed by something, Fang Ping put his head out of ground, and there was a glimpse. What day is it? Why did a corpse fall to me? This time it's actually 8-pin. It could never have been killed by Principal Huang. How could he kill an 8th rank in the middle of a 7th rank? Could it be that he was strangled and killed? Fang Ping felt like his brain was about to turn into a pulp at the moment. There is an illusion that the IQ is not enough. Today's accidents are one after another. What the hell is going on with them? The next moment, Fang Ping gritted his teeth hard. No matter. Let's dig up the star core and brain core first. Just Fang Ping held a shovel, and you start preparing to dissect a dead monster. In the distance, a golden light descended on his side at a rapid pace. Fang Ping dared to hesitate. Hurley ducked underground. He was stunned. Isn't the foot gone? How did it come back again? To save lives. Fang Ping kept waving shovel in his hand. Since learning to dig tunnels, I seem to have been doing this all along. Is there a pit in this foot and brain? Always looking for me a small item. I have that kung fu to eat a few more 6th-rank martial artists. God forbid. Don't let me touch that idiot's foot again. There's a saying that Chow Chow's big head to his feet suddenly appeared in front of Fang Ping. See the scene? Fang Ping smiled dryly. The king of laughing horns. Long I no see. Are you hungry? Eat. We've got something to say. Don't get excited. No, wait for Fang Ping to finish speaking. The foot grabbed Fang Ping with his claws, then took her back to the ground. Come to the dead dog-feeding beast. Fang Ping didn't quite understand the meaning of his feet. The Horn King asked me to accept these gifts. Seeing that Fang Ping didn't understand what he meant, the feet used their paws to write and draw on the ground. Fang Ping looked at the pattern on the ground. This is a dagger. A human dancer's. Someone killed a dog-feeding beast with a short sword. You want a short sword? The horn of the sword stared at himself. Fang Ping hurriedly spoke. I know this man, but I don't know him well. If you can't find someone, you have to eat it. My grandfather. You're trying to eat that human. I still want to eat this short sword. I watched my feet scratch my body with my claws. Fang Ping made a bold guess. Do you mean that you want me to give you a few blows with my short sword? When he heard this, he grinned. Giggle. Fang Ping had a doubt. What kind of medicine is sold in this beast gourd?
Xiaowang used a plan to plan Tianmin City. A divine weapon appeared in the hands of the city lord of Tianmin City. The basement war caused by Fang Ping is getting more and more out of control. Feed dog rich. Seeing that Fang Ping was caught by his feet, Huang Jing's face was struggling. He was hesitating whether to show up to save Fang Ping. After all, his strength can't beat the Horn King. Although if you don't save it, nor will anyone say anything. But Huang Jing never got over the hurdle in his heart. He couldn't. Watching Fang Ping be killed, that's when it happened. Fang Ping in midair cried and roared. In the words, leave the sword. Use one to use people without coming out. Huang Jingyan's face changed. The feet are here for the gods. Exchange the divine soldier for Fang Ping. Wu Quishan may not have an opinion. After all, Fang Ping had the hope of advancing to the 9th grade. But what if people see nothing? So far, I can only fight for one color. There was a decision. Huang Jing instantly threw the divine golden short sword in the direction of Fang Ping. Of course, he himself quickly hid. Fang Ping caught the golden short sword. He looked at the king of feet. Are you sure you want me to cut you? The foot nodded in indication. Let Fang Ping act quickly. Look at the feet that have no defensive posture at all. Fang Ping had already determined that he really wanted to be stabbed. Immediately afterward, Fang Ping poured the power of heaven and earth into the short sword. Cut off hundreds of swords at great speed. The results were extremely ineffective. Just on the golden armor of the feet, a small, insignificant hole was pierced. Seeing that the cook can't count on it, the feet decided to take matters into their own. I saw the golden dagger floating in the air. All at once, the golden armor pierced through the foot. The golden blood suddenly flowed out slowly. Fang Ping saw this. Heart is shocked. It's so ruthless. It's not just muscles. Even the entrails were chopped. The wisdom of this head is really not low. Seeing that the foot insisted on stabbing himself with a divine weapon, Fang Ping had already determined that this thing was definitely going to trap the demon. The next moment, the foot leaves a golden dagger. Bloodstained rose into the air. Huang Jing quietly walked behind Fang Ping. Fang Ping, what the hell is going on? Aren't the feet here for the gods? Fang Ping looked in the direction where his feet flew away. He just slashed himself with a divine weapon and ran away. Just when Fang Ping was thinking about what the purpose of his feat was, the ground shook violently suddenly. Huang Jing's complexion changed greatly when he saw this. This is the coercion of the non-rec powerhouses. Let's hurry back to Hope City. Something big is going to happen in the basement. I only saw hundreds of miles away. More than a dozen heavenly pressures rose to the sky. Huang Jing pulled Fang Ping and quickly fled for his life. You scourge, the emperor weeps. When has there been more than a dozen nine products at the same time to break out of coercion? Hope City must have been messed up over there. Fang Ping waved his hand aggrievedly. Principal, it's not that I'm the foot. Huang Jing scolded angrily. Less nonsense. The two of you must be in this group. That's when it happened. Fang Ping thought of something. The headmaster's divine weapon. Is there any special smell? Huang Jing was a little uncertain. It should be doped a little. Breath of the 9 rank demons in Tianmin City. As soon as I heard this, Fang Ping suddenly realized. Akuo is attacked by demons. Now, I must have gone to complain to the 9-rank demon beasts. Huang Jing then said. That's why he just asked me to attack the 8-rank dog beast. It's also to add credibility. Fang Ping nodded slightly. Yes. Now he wants to borrow the hand of the 9-rank demon beast to set foot on the Heavenly Gate City. Ponder for a moment. Fang Ping gritted his teeth hard. The headmaster gave me the Divan Soldier. I'll take it to Tianmin City and give it a try. Huang Jing was shocked when he heard this. You're not crazy. You dare to go to the battlefield of Jupin. Fang Ping chuckled. Rest assured. I can tech myself. That foot went to attack Tianmin City. It must be for the resources there. I'm going to help him. Maybe you'll reap the benefits. Before hard, Huang Jing told Fang Ping to save his useful body. Don't be presumptuous. And Fang Ping asked Huang Jing to hurry back. Hope City stabilizes everyone's emotions. Wait for your own good news. Meanwhile, the Horn is confronting Tianmin City. The city lord of Tianmin City descended from the sky. Upon forced back the attack of the foot, followed by King Mu of the 9-rank realm, the city lord of Tianmin City, questioned his feat. The Golden Horn King. You attacked me for no reason. What does Demon Wood City want? You have to give me an account today. When you see the 9-rank Lion King and the Evil King behind your feet. King Mu frowned. Why did the two lords of the Forbidden Land also come with this head and foot? The next moment, the foot leopard roared. The body suddenly swelled several times as much as before. A brilliant golden glow erupted from his giant feet. I saw strands of golden energy. Huge pillars burst out like thunder in the city. The weak people of Tianmin City died instantly. Even some of the strongest warriors are bleeding. See this scene. King Mu, the lord of Tianmin City, was stunned. Goldhorn. Thou shalt not dishonor the dead when the rain falls. He fought to the death with his feet. Seeing that the situation in Tianmin City is getting worse and worse, King Mu turned around and roared. Where is the sacred tree? I saw a huge branch. Hold your feet tight. The towering giant tree in the center of the city of Tianmin City. His mental power fluctuated violently. This is the 9-rank divine tree. That is, the Jupin demon has done it. Other dot. The Lion King and the Evil King also burst out with spiritual power. Fight against the 9-rank demons. They were questioning. The other side is explaining. The entire Heavenly Gate City was buzzed. War with the Forbidden Emperor was not what Tianmin City wanted. The Lord of Heavenly Gate City. At this moment, I just want Shenmu Nang to explain clearly to the two lords of the Forbidden Land. In this way, a big war can be avoided. The Golden Horn Beast King's injuries are remnants of the breath of the Divine Tree. But it wasn't Shenmu's doing. It is very likely to be the place of resurrection. The weapons of the strong are made. At the same time, Fang Ping, who was hiding in a cave, was shocked to the extreme in his heart. Is this the War of Jupin? I couldn't even breathe. But things are not going well now. The foot was caught. The demon was negotiating with the Lord of the Forbidden Land. How can the two sides continue to fight? Fang Ping glanced at his feet not far away. He pulled out his golden dagger. Now the demon beasts can't be sure if the demon class is hostile to them. Then light a fire for them. Horn King, you've got to put it to good use. Jiao also sensed Fang Ping's aura at this time. He let go of his defenses. Let the golden dagger cut his head bloody. See this scene. The Lion King and the Evil King were completely furious. Attacked and killed the Golden Horn King in front of us. And this is a weapon with a demonic aura. Don't say it's a place of resurrection. The weapon of the strong. If the powerhouses of the land of resurrection appear in Demon City, the Demon City will not be destroyed long ago. This power is by no means something that ordinary Bappin can do. Unless Demon Wood City helps to hide. Otherwise, it will never be able to hide from us. The place where the foot landed was just not far from Fang Ping. He bared his teeth. Fang Ping said that you think my strength is weak. If I really hack you to death, you're good. Feel the aura of the golden dagger. The city lord of Tianmin City was slightly stunned. That weapon should be the same as it was 3 years ago.
The severed trunk of the sacred tree is related.
It's not a complete integration. He was also a little skeptical at this time. How can this be a coincidence? This weapon has attacked in a moment of crisis. Shinmu is not hiding something. At the moment, I'm afraid that Demon Wood City can't be saved. But I can't die.
You forced me to do this.
I saw a huge axe phantom slicing across the evil king's tail. The evil king instantly broke his tail. Pillars of golden blood shot out. The city lord of Tianmin City is holding a giant axe divine weapon. The momentum obscured the sky.
Powerful to the extreme.
Divine weapons are refined with the star core and brain core of the demon beast or demon class. This moment, the two beast masters are certain. The Tomb King of Tianmin City must have killed a high-grade demon clan. This sin is unforgivable. Seeing this, Fang Ping's complexion also changed drastically. It is taboo for cave warriors to use divine weapons. A divine weapon appeared in the hands of the city lord of Tianmin City. This time it's really lively. One day, the foot warehouse is messy. 9 products go out together. The name of the Demon King will be passed on forever. Hope Chung looked at the place where powerful energy fluctuations erupted. Dion Mu, the deputy commander of the military department of the 8-rank realm, said slowly. I sensed that the Heavenly Gate City Lord was fighting against the 2 Beast Kings. Wang Jing next to him exclaimed. Is that the weakest 9-rank Heavenly Gate City Lord? He didn't even kill Wu Quishan of the 7th grade back then. How could it be possible to fight back and forth with the 2 9-rank Beast Kings? That's when it happened. A middle-aged female voice came with the breath of a divine soldier. The city lord of Tianmin City used a 9-rank divine weapon. See the people who came. Officer Huang bent down and saluted. The south is long. How did you come in person? Tian Mu frowned slightly. It's really going to be a basement war. Nan Yunyue, the head of the detective department Zhu Pinjin, shook her head lightly. I can't fight. This time it was the civil strife in Tiku. It has nothing to do with us. It's really going to affect Hope City. Slaughtering him a few Jupin was naturally quiet. Don't groan. The strong have divine soldiers. This matter needs to be investigated. Maybe there will be a way to divide them. Wang Jing muttered in his heart. Thanks to Fang Ping, he made such a conjure. Let the Heavenly Gate City Lord expose the divine soldiers. Otherwise, Wu Quishan rashly went to take revenge. It is likely that his life will be lost. The only thing I'm worried about now is whether Fang Ping can come back alive. The slightest mistake would cost him his life. As everyone knows, the Great Demon King is working hard to mine wheat.
I'm about to make a fortune.
Outside the Heavenly Gate City a few minutes ago, the 2 guards and the Heavenly Gate City Lord are fighting to the death. Demon Wood in order to protect Tianmin City. Use all your strength to secure the city. And the horn that caused all this. He secretly withdrew from the battlefield. The foot slipped quietly into the mining area under Tianmin City.
Start killing spree.
His purpose is simple. Whether it's an ore or a warrior, swallow it first. Until the horn found a good thing. It was his good cook who was also digging the veins. Look at the horns that suddenly appeared.
Fang Ping snorted.
The king is really clever. You come to mine too. Then Fang Ping smiled flatteringly. Well, I'm actually helping you collect ores. Isn't this afraid that you will be tired of collecting by yourself? You eat yours. I'll help you out. In case there's any low grade or you don't like, leave me a few pieces. See, okay. However, the foot directly absorbs all the ore of the square bottle. This caused Fang Ping to complain for a while. I won't leave anything for this brute to use. Just left a bunch of weapons medals that he didn't eat. Forget it. I want a medal too. It's like I'm a 5-rank who killed these more than 100 middle-grade martial artists. It's also a great thing to pass it on. Come to the core mining area under Tianmin City.
What I saw was a 7-rank cave warrior.
The foot struck the 7th-rank sergeant with a blow from the golden horn. Fang Ping quickly kept up with the pace of his feet. The scene ahead shocked the man and beast. I saw a large number of high-quality energy mines everywhere. The next moment the feet opened their mouths wide. Begin to devour the surrounding energy mines. Fang Ping waved the alloy shovel and dug hard. At the same time, he opened his mouth to explain. King, we have limited time. You eat first. I'll dig it out for you too. Dave, come back to me again.
I'll give you your consent.
The roots of the willow tree that had been dug for a while began to hum. Fang Ping took out the divine handle short sword. We can't go any further. The demon is back. But King, I have a plan to get us out safely. Here you cooperate. I saw a golden energy attack. Interrupted the battle between the 2 major Beast Kings and the city lord of Tianmin City. Then the scarred foot rushed out of the ground. He roared in unison. There are strong people hiding underground. It's not fast to run. Go to the 100 Beast Forest to find the other kings. As soon as this statement came out, the 2 Beast Masters were extremely unwilling to drag up the serious injuries. Without looking back, they fled quickly. King Mu of the 9-rank realm, the city lord of Tianmin City, still wants to fight again. However, several figures suddenly fell into the air. Where'd Mu City? Explain. Looking at the 4 powerhouses staying in mid-air, the city lord of Heavenly Gate City recognized their identities at once. He sighed softly in his heart. Now it's in trouble. It's the 9 powerhouses of the Forbidden Area. On the other side, Fang Ping had already dug a hole and fled 10 kilometers away from Tianmin City. He lay on the ground, gasping for air. There are so many wines that are really eye-opening. It's so exciting. Fortunately, Tianmin City also has underground drainage channels. Otherwise, those heavenly wines can drown me with a single spit. It's like dancing on the tip of a knife. Take a slight break. Fang Ping continued on his way. Let's go back to Hope City first. This time it's such a big fuss. Should I report it or not? Don't report it. It's an unsung hero. It's going to explode. Definitely kicked out of the cave. I've only been in for a day. Thinking of this, Fang Ping scolded in a low voice. It's all Qin Fengqing. That bastard gave me information. It's all up to him this time. Meanwhile, Qin Fengqing, who was wearing a wig, was full of depression. Damn. Lao Tzu took the opportunity to copy the nest of 2 demon beasts. As a result, the weapon was dug up. Fang Ping, that kid must have swallowed all the good things. Otherwise, how could I have gotten nothing? Qin Fengqing was hesitating at this time. It's to go back to Hope City first. It's better to copy another demon beast's lair. Eventually, he sighed. Forget it. Don't make a big deal out of it. If you were blasted out of the cave, you'll lose a lot.
But I didn't do anything.
Speaking of which, he cursed. It's all mixed up. Du Te Lai Fang Ping. On this day, the demon capital emperor cried and was turbulent. This night of hope became sleepless. Until the next day, Nan Yunue slapped the table harder. Both the army and the mid and low-grade warriors are ready to leave at any time. It's okay for the high-quality strong. Once the medium and low grades are affected, there will definitely be countless casualties. Are there any warriors in the direction of Tianmin City who have not evacuated? The Jupin War still dares to join in the fun. That's a lot of courage. Looked at Huang Jing with a strange face. Wu Quishan asked Lao Tzu in a low voice. Fang Ping and Qin Fengqing. Did the 2 of them go to Tianmin City?
All the way to Qin Fengqing.
Carrying a package larger than his size appeared. This made Huang Jing breathe a sigh of relief. Qin Fengqing is back. This kid is so daring. I haven't come back until now. Carrying such a large package again. What did this kid do this time with? Won't you go to the house again?
Just when everyone was talking. So he hurriedly blocked Qin Fengqing's way.
Senior brother Qin, Fang Ping. Qin Fengqing was a little unhappy when asked. I said senior sister Yunxi. You don't care about the life or death of your senior brother Qin. Chen Yushi retorted. Aren't you back? As soon as I heard this, Qin Fengqing was completely speechless.
You have a point.
Qin Fengqing continued to walk forward with the package on his back. Someone asked, what's in your bag? It seems to be a good thing.
Qin Feng laughed lightly.
It's nothing, just a bit of nonsense. I'll bring it back and see if I can get a few weapons. One of the people next to him sneered. Didn't you say go to the 100 bee spirits? I thought you were so good. As a result, I dug up some waste ore and came back. Qin Fengqing didn't say a word. He pulled out a small cloth bag from his pocket. See. 118 martial arts medals. There are medium-grade ones. There are several of the more than 36-grade ones. There are a few guys in the entire Wuhan University who are qualified to laugh at me. Qin Fengqing. I've killed more of them than you've ever seen. In fact, these medals are all he has gained in the past few years. The man who spoke before snorted. Who knows how you got it? It's not impossible to buy it.
Qin Fengqing put his big bag on the ground.
You're still on a par with me.
I'll open your eyes today.
As Qin Fengqing opened the package, rich energy fluctuations spread quickly. Energy, stone blue, green fruit, purple causality, and wheatgrass. 7 leaves do not kill the grass. Do not kill wheats. It will only grow in the habitat where the golden body strongman stays for a long time. You're going to rob the 8-rank martial artists. As soon as I heard this, Qin Fengqing's eyes lit up. Is this horse chestnut worth anything, principal? Wu Quishan said. Indestructible weeds grow with age, and the amount of indestructible material absorbed. The number of leaves represents the age and efficacy of the drug. Chia is worth at least 1 or 200 million. Qin Fengqing swallowed his saliva. Then follow up with a question. What does it all add up? Wu Quishan thought for a moment.
$1 billion is still worth it.
Qin Fengqing suddenly felt a little frustrated when she heard this. Aping's nest was served. That's it. Headmaster, you didn't cheat me. How many energy stones can be exchanged for 1 billion? Can energy liquefy? Is it enough? I'm hitting the 5 grades. That's too little, isn't it? Headmaster, you can't be mistaken. Fang Ping casually made tens of billions. This time, I may have made tens of billions more. All I ordered. soon as this statement came out, everyone present was stunned. Wu Quishan suddenly felt a little throbbing in his heart. You only have 4 products that have gained more than 1 billion at a time. You tell me that's it. The next second, Wu Quishan knocked on Xin Fengqing's bald head and reprimanded. You really think that Fang Ping can get tens of billions casually? The last time I was in the caves of southern Xinjiang was by chance. How can there be so many good things waiting for him? That's when it happened. Someone pointed to the sky and exclaimed,
What is that outside the city?
Everyone heard the sound and looked. I saw a huge demon beast appear in midair. Just when someone thought it was a monster coming, there was a strong man who shouted, Everyone is quiet. It's not a monster. Not alive. It turned out that there was a figure below the demon beast. It's Fang Ping's great demon king who has returned.